Thank you for watching iRacing on the Ghostfire Media Network. Live from the Five Flags Speedway in Pensacola, Florida, it is the Endeavor Endeavor 300. It's going to be a long night, folks. 300 laps of racing at the Five Flags Speedway. I cannot believe I messed it up right off the bat.
Oh.
But it's Randy Pepper alongside Nick Adams. We're in for a long night.
300 laps of listening to the dulcet tones of Randy Pepper and Nick Adams. If you stay here for the full 3 hours, you deserve a free bottle of Jack Daniels. I'll contact Jack and see if they'll give it to you, but I don't think they will. But you can't blame us for saying we tried.
Yeah, absolutely. And you know, folks, if you're out there
warning you.
watching now, go get yourself an ice cold beer, a glass of wine, and please smoke brisket, not meth. All right?
Hey, just remember, guys. Just remember this. This is a Ghostfire Media production. There's no rules here. The FCC has nothing on us.
Nothing at all. Sorry.
All right. So we do have to take our time here before we start talking about the Endeavor Derby to tell you about a few of our favorite sponsors tonight for the Endeavor Derby that have come out and helped create this. So what the Endeavor Derby is tonight, it is a 300 lap race with competition cautions on lap 100 and 200. There are 3 sets of tires, 1 fast repair, and there are a plethora of mid-race and post-race gifts given to these drivers, contingency awards, and there's a pot. The winner tonight leaves with $150. Now, if I left with $150 after this, I'd be happy, but
Yeah, me too.
Whatever. But tonight, this is presented by Blake Zede. He is doing Blake Zede Streaming, is sponsoring one of the awards. Closed Circuit Racing, Chance 3 Design Shops, and R&T Trucking are all presenting this tonight. And as well as there is one, give me 1 second. It's Done Right Construction. They are sponsoring our Hard Charger Award. So the Hard Charger will be the person who starts as far back as they possibly can and drives through the field, creates the most moves, the most passes, gets the most forward progress throughout the race. They will get a nice, crisp $20 bill with a $5 bill on top of it. So for a total of $25. But the Chance 3 Pole Award from Chance 3 Design Shop will go to our fastest driver here in qualifying. The pole winner gets a free paint and a Chance 3 decal.
Awesome.
The B&T Trucking Challenge is also open only to the pole sitter. The pole sitter, if he chooses, can start from the rear, and if he can drive through the field and win tonight's race, will receive an additional $50. So if the pole sitter can win this race, he leaves with $200. And instead of $150 if he decides to start from the rear. That is only open to the pole sitter, though. The ZD Streaming Halfway Hero Award is pretty simple. The leader at the halfway mark at 150 laps tonight gets $15. I might go out there, race the first 150 laps, lead that, and then leave because, you know, hey, $15.
$15 is $15.
And then the one thing that closed circuit racing isn't used to doing is having a clean race. Well, we're presenting an award tonight for somebody with the lowest number of incident points. That they will get $20. Carl Henderson was quoted as saying, well, it won't be going to Josh Laston because Josh isn't clean. That's a joke. Carl never said that. Josh is my teammate. I can say that. No one get offended. Larry Patrick will not be getting that award, and I almost guarantee it won't be going to Adam Wood either. Again, we can poke fun at them because they're members of our team. So we're excited. I mean, obviously, don't forget the drone cam is presented by the Guitar Addict.
We also have one other sponsor we have to thank, and that is Ghostfire Media, because without Ghostfire Media, this race would not be on right now.
It wouldn't. You're right. Without us, without me and Randy Randy Pepper, donating our time for this awesome cause of 300 laps around this beautiful Five Flags Speedway. I'm going to say Five Flags Speedway all night long until I mess that up, and then I'm going to stop saying it. So about 7 laps into the race. There are a few keys to the race, though, Randy, wouldn't you say?
There are some definitely keys.
So let's talk about the keys to the Randy Pepper race here at the Five Flag Speedway, which is a .48 mile oval here in a .48 mile oval here in the city of Pensacola. Here in beautiful, what is it, South Florida? Is that where Pensacola is, or North Florida?
Pensacola is actually in the Panhandle. Pensacola actually is where they actually have a Air Force base. And it is one of the most
I don't know where the Panhandle is. Is that north or south?
The Panhandle is it's in the north south, or not so.
The north
west
south.
North.
Hey,
northwest.
As said
northwest.
perfectly by a Floridian, the north south area of Florida.
Well, northwest. It's actually northwest.
It's a balmy 79 degrees with a 29% humidity today. Partly cloudy, 7 miles an hour wind gusts from the west. Randy.
Yeah, it's not a bad. But that was what I was going to say about this track in this area. They actually have a lot of sightings of UFOs in this area.
Really? Doesn't
Yes.
surprise me at all. Randy, what's the band you're a part of? What's the name
The
of it?
band that I am a part of is the Pit Road Pickers.
Well, if you were being a pit road picker tonight and you were sitting on the pits, in the pits as a crew chief, what would be your picking points? What would Randy Pepper's picking points be tonight? Say that 5 times fast.
I'm not going to even try that. Actually, the number one rule definitely is patience. You've got to be patient here. This is a very tiny track, and everybody's going to have different braking zones. And with the car reacting different through each turn, you're really going to have to be patient through this whole thing. It's not a 125 lap race. This is 300 laps that you've got to get around this short little track. So patience is number one. Number two on my list of the pit road picker things to make your way around the track is throttle control. Throttle control is going to probably be a very, very important tonight, because when you come off of these turns, especially turn number 2, if you're running behind another driver and say he had just passed you and you decide that you're going to try to run up along that other driver and you hit the throttle a little too soon off of that turn, you will go around. There's no doubt about it. You're going to lose control of that car. So you've got to be in control of your throttle. So that's number 2. Number 3 is staying off the walls. And it's not just the outside wall. You hit the outside wall, you're going to go up on the side of the car. The car is going to go up and you're going to two-wheel it off down the straightaway or wherever you're at. The other one is the wall right next to pit road. It comes out a little bit, and if you are not, I believe it's it's right there off of pit road and turn 4. There's a wall there, and if you get into that wall, you're going to have trouble there as well. So you got to make sure you don't hit that. And the last one I'm going to say is coming off of pit road. Pit road is going to be a problem with some drivers, especially if you're trying to maybe fix something. You go to the pits. The pace car is going to be coming around really quick, so you're going to be in there and out of there as quick as you can because you're not going to have time to really fix that. Although these cars, I will tell you, these cars will take a beating and just keep going on. These bodies are like tanks. The cars are really wide, and they hold the track really, really well in certain parts, except for that throttle control problem. So those are my key things to look at during this 300-lap event here at Five Flags Speedway.
So, here in the pre-race show for the Endeavor Derby, we already have an award that we are going to give away. It's the Best Paint Scheme Award as voted on by our fans. $15 was going to go to the winner of the Best Paint Scheme Award. And as voted by the fans on the Ghostfire Media Facebook page, if I can get a good view of this car, maybe sometime. There we go. The number 94 of Boomer Logan was voted on being the best machine out there tonight. The number 94, the Air Gas green, white, and black machine. He is going home tonight with a minimum of $15 in his pocket. Congratulations, Boomer, as he comes out there tonight, and he is out there showing off for Domination Intimidation Racing, which also tonight has another driver in the field, the number 38 of Michael Stroll from Bethlehem, Pennsylvania. Michael, you might know him from our Fuel series that we were broadcasting here earlier in the year. And before Michael goes out for qualifying, since he will be the last car to come out for qualifying, we're actually going to move Mr. Stroll up here, and we're going to talk to Michael Stroll really quick before we get anything going here tonight. Michael, you got Nick and Randy up in the booth. You got a copy, sir?
Yes, I do, sir. What's up?
All right. Well, sir, we just announced Boomer winning the Best Paint Scheme of the event award as voted on by the Ghostfire Media faithful. And we were told that you were running a special paint scheme tonight, the number 38, in honor of a friend of yours. So if you wanted to go ahead and tell everybody a little bit about that special paint scheme for you tonight.
Yeah, my special paint scheme is in honor of my friend and co-founder of Domination Intimidation Racing, Aaron Hall, who unexpectedly passed away last Saturday on the 27th. So I had to change my number, and the paint scheme is his design. It's from a file that he drew 6 years ago. I had to kind of tweak a little bit of things here and there to fit this late model, but it's all him, and I'm going to run it in his honor tonight. I'm also going to run it in the Fuel Super Truck Series. So hopefully I can put it to justice tonight and win this race.
That's awesome.
That is it's a very cool thing for you to honor your friend like that. And we here at Ghostfire Media send all of our thoughts and prayers out to you for your loss and to his family.
Yeah, thank you. I know he'd love it. I got a little bit of extra pressure on me tonight, but I know he'd like what I'm doing and everything I've done for him with the video and the honorary decal and stuff like that. So I get to watch everybody else qualify here and go out last, I believe, and hopefully I can stick this thing on the pole.
We'll be watching you, and maybe we'll be talking to you later tonight.
Yeah, hopefully. That's the plan.
All right. Thank you, sir. You have a good night.
You too. Thank you.
All right. And that was Michael Stroll. As we were watching, we were talking to Michael. Larry Patrick went out and ran both of his laps here in qualifying. Right now, his fastest lap is a 16.86. I don't think that's going to be fast enough for pole. But we'll keep an eye on that. It's about half second off the pace now as we watch David Wright take to the racetrack here. He comes through turns 3 and 4 for the first time tonight as we exit 3 and 4 to get the green flag here. David had a pretty good season last year in the AOLL TNT series. Came in a little, I think it was there at the beginning of the second season. He got a lot better as the year went along. He got better at car control. He's been improving consistently, and he has that drive to get better. So we like to shout people out that actually try to get better here in the AOLL, and David has done that.
Yeah, he definitely has. He's definitely got a lot better. He has put the time in. There's no doubt about it. He's really dedicated to the sport, and he's definitely turned the wick up quite a bit. But his time, an 18.385, is definitely not going to be enough.
No.
To do much tonight.
No, he'll probably be starting at the back of the pack, but he could have some interesting company as we get through here. But Brian Kitta does his first lap at a 16.92. He exits turn 3 and 4 for the second time on his second lap, and he will run a 16.69. So Brian Kitta, that should be good enough for, I would say, top 15. As now John Gordon exits the pits, he comes down the backstretch, and we enter 3 and 4 for the first time. John, Randy, I would say John had an up and down season in the TNT series last year. And in the Cup Series, I would say he just got involved in a lot of things that weren't really of his making in the Cup Series. And the TNT Series just seemed to be like bad luck kind of followed him around. That's hence why he got the nickname Flipper.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think I gave him that name.
Oh,
but
as he gets squirrely out of turn 4. A good save there by John Gordon. Now down the front stretch into 1 and 2 for his second lap. A pretty decent lap for being halfway wrecking out of turn 4.
not bad, definitely. I mean, John's a good driver. He just, like you said, he just has a little bad luck on his side a lot of the time. His second lap around, though, he's second fastest so far.
Yeah, he jumped at the bit there, grabbed it real hard, and really wanted to do something on that second lap. That's not who we're looking at. Who's the guy I need to be looking at? Where is he? Where is he? Is it Carl? No, it's Kevin Haas. Here it is. Here it is. Kevin Haas. And that number 3.
Yeah, Kevin Haas.
That number 3 machine, he's coming around to finish his first lap. A little bit high on the exit of 4 there for Kevin, but he will jump into second with a 16.78. He comes out of turn 2 there. Kevin Haas got a couple wins this year. Got one in the winter race we had for Thanksgiving for the AOLL. Was able to bring the number 3 home, so that was a good thing to see for him. It's 2 years in a row, I believe, in the trucks at least.
Yeah, he's got a
He's
win.
got no win, so. And
Yeah.
Kevin comes home second there after his second lap with a 16.78, so we'll keep an eye on him as now Carl Henderson begins his first lap in the ugly Christmas sweater, number 31, what looks to be Chevy SS from Columbia, South Carolina, the owner of Closed Circuit Racing, the man who puts up with my bull crap every single week and doesn't seem to care. And now Carl, it changed numbers on me again. I'll have to change.
Carl wasn't fast in practice. He was kind of mid-pack, or let's see if he can actually pick up that time. And he did. His first lap was good enough for first and second lap. I believe were fast enough for the pole, 16.634, as he goes down the back straightaway, and he'll tuck it in here.
There we go. I had to change something so that his number showed up properly on him. But Mike Burgess.
I will need you to share your screen here shortly, too.
I can do that for you. There you go, Randy. Mike Burgess on his first lap, going to come out of turn 4. A little slideways, but he's able to put it in second there at first. He is a little bit faster than the guys that are currently qualified ahead of him right now in Carl in practice. Not by much, but a little bit. This time through 3 and 4 for the second time now. Really high on the exit, going to get really loose, going to tap the inside retaining wall, and that will kill his second lap. 16.66 is the best Mike Burgess could do there. Timothy St. Jean in the number 6 machine from Truro, Nova Scotia for Slowpokes Racing.
Yeah, a throwback scheme.
That's a beautiful
like
throwback to the classic Mark Martin. The Mark Martin that should have won championships.
Yeah, absolutely.
He
Tim's
got
one
really
of those guys we
loose.
really like. Everybody likes Tim. Tim's got a lot of people cheering him every week, so.
Yes, that he does. He does. Tim always has a good amount of people, out there cheering for him because he's a good, likable guy. And his first lap is going to be good enough for 7th, 16.95. Not the fastest here on his first lap as he comes into turn 3 now for his second time, trying to come and maybe grab the pole here. Maybe grab a top 5, top 10 out of this. I don't think he's going to have the speed out of turn 4 that time. He jumps to second, 16.64, but that's still probably almost a half second off what I'm expecting the leaders to be at.
Yeah, we've got a lot of really fast guys to come.
Here comes Ed.
So
no,
Michael
that's not-
Stroll,
that's
one
not
of
the
them.
guy.
We
There
got
we
Michael Stroll, who's really going to be really fast. Adam Wood's going to be another one's going to be really fast. So,
Whoa!
whoa!
Gale on the exit of turn 2. Gale Brooks, another member of the Fuel
League.
When I talk to him, I gotta ask him if he hit the wall on his own, because that's what his driver details say. From Tucson, Arizona, Gale with a heck of a personality. He was able to come across the start-finish line, put up the 5th, 16.69. Got a little loose there on his second lap, so have to keep an eye on that. Ed Springer now in the number 16 on the exit of 1 and 2 for his first lap. Now down the backstretch into 3 and 4. We'll keep an eye on him.
South Carolina's own.
Real
Ed
loose on
Springer.
the exit of 4, and that's gonna
Ooh.
kill his first and his second lap.
Yeah.
He got some serious damage on the left front, so Ed Springer will probably will now start behind David Wright, back there in 10th. Well,
So
not 10th.
now-
It's 10th right now, but it'll be at the back of the pack, so about 24th.
Yeah, somewhere back there.
All right, so we'll watch Derek Schilling as he gets ready in the number 22. Derek with a different looking car this week, just a black and red, classic old iRacing machine. Derek was able to show us a lot out there this year between the TNT and the Cup and the Truck Series. I mean, in the Truck Series, he was really consistent.
Too, as well.
Huh?
IVRL.
Yeah, in the IVRL, he was consistently battling for wins. He was a staple of the IVRL. He was there every single week. He's starting to become a staple of that TNT series for the AOLL as well, as he qualifies right now. Would be 9th with a 17.04 as he's going to exit turn 4 now. And a little improvement on his second lap to a 16.8. I would say that's probably good enough for a top 15 maybe. I think there's a couple of guys who might make some mistakes. But Dan Witt here, he starts his first lap off in a 1 and 2, Randy.
Yeah, Dan Witt not running the Guitar Attic on the car this week, but he's back just to the big red car for this
the big red number 99. Oh, big red sideways. What a save on the exit of 4.
Look at the hands inside the car just going back and forth.
He is still fast, a 16.7. I mean, if you're loose, you're fast. That's the old saying in racing. He's definitely loose. He's loose down the backstretch into 3 and 4. The Snowball Derby tonight. There's no snow, but he gave up on his second lap. He just didn't think he had enough in it. 18.18 wasn't any faster. He decided that he wanted to allow things to happen. Sean Carmody. Sean Carmody came on. He came on the scene this year in the AOL. I mean, he won his first race, his first start in the Cup Series. Went out there and won the road course. He won everything. He was, he almost won everything he touched in the truck in the TNT series. He was dang good there.
And he was on the pole right now.
He's on the pole. He's provisional pole with a 16.54. Puts a 10th on Carl Henderson right now. 49 minutes left here in this qualifying. Probably about 10 more guys to run here. But right now, Sean sits on provisional pole with a 16.42. We're actually going to go ahead and pull up former provisional pole setter, Carl Henderson, into the booth. If I can find him. There he is. There's Carl. Carl, you got Nick and Randy up in the booth. You got Rick and Morty up here. How are you?
Yeah. Good, man. How you doing?
Oh, we're good, sir. We were actually going to ask you how you were feeling about being provisional pole, and then, well, you got your butt handed to you.
Oh, yeah. I wasn't expecting to stay up there very long because, the qualifying order was set by practice time, so I was one of the guys to go early. I'm surprised I sat up there for as long as I did. But, I mean, it's a tricky track, and you really got to nail that first lap. Because if you push it too hard in the first lap and you mess it up, it's going to mess up your second lap too, which we saw happen there with a lot of guys.
It seems you might actually stay up higher than you think right now because we have 13 guys who have gone. And, I mean, a lot of these guys who expect to be up front, like Blake Zeedy, he didn't have as good of a lap as you would have thought he would have. Dan Witt had to give up on his second lap because he got real loose. Cody Mitchell with his first lap just ran a 16.7. So, I mean, you're actually pretty fast, Carl.
Well, I wouldn't go that far, but I'm hopeful that, because I think we're gonna have some incidents tonight. It's not a points-paying race, so guys are gonna push it, and that's the way it should be.
Oh, now the fall begins. The fall begins.
But no, I'm hopeful that if I can just start in the top half, I'll be happy with that, and it's looking like I should start in the top half.
Yeah, I mean, unless everybody who goes after now is faster than you. Which you laid down a very respectable lap. It was a good lap. You were on the edge. We probably expect Will Roberts to be a little faster than you.
There he is. Yep, not surprising at all.
Well, Carl, are you excited for tonight? And, there's also, are you excited for next year?
Well, yeah, I mean, look, I'm thrilled about the race. I'm appreciate Endeavor putting this thing on. Appreciate you guys broadcasting this. I think the race is going to be a blast. This car is a ton of fun to drive here. It's stable and predictable. It'll get loose on you on exit if you push it too hard, but you've got to. I'm just hoping guys can be a little patient and wait for the car to come to them. And, of course, excited about next year. AOL especially. I think we got some really cool things in the works, and really excited to be a part of it.
Well, that's fantastic to hear, Carl. But we're going to let you get back down there with your teammates. You're going to go jazz up Josh Last and get him up there, see if he can get himself in the pole. And we'll see what happens tonight.
Good luck, Carl.
We'll see you. Thanks, guys.
All right, thank you, Carl. And once again, that was Carl Henderson, owner of Closed Circuit Racing. He's a very good dude. I consider Carl a close friend. And while we were talking, Adam Wood went ninth, and Will Roberts went second.
That surprised me.
It did. I think he got a little loose. You could see him, turning left and right a lot more than you want to. So
yeah.
That was definitely, it wasn't expected. But I am starting to expect some of these guys that we think are going to be really fast to just struggle because this track is starting to change with the sun going down.
Mm-hmm.
And Brandon Bernhardt got a little looser than I thought he would as well. First lap a 16.77, second lap a 16.75. So a guy I kind of posed in my head to be a top 5 starter right now, sitting back in 11th.
I know 11th is uncharacteristic of
Ooh,
Brandon.
this is just
Josh.
pretty. Look at Josh's paint scheme. Oof.
It's just black.
I like it. No, it's like a galaxy-themed paint scheme. It's cool.
Oh, is it? Oh, okay.
Ghostfire. He's got Ghostfire Media on. Man, we gotta hype this paint scheme up. It's awesome. Josh in his first lap goes third. On his second lap, he's gonna jump a little bit, maybe. Josh Laston will stick in third. His second lap a 16.56, so no improvement. And now here we go, folks. The winner of our Best Paint Scheme Award. He's leaving tonight with a guaranteed $15. Boomer Logan.
See how Boomer can do in that
Loose out of 4.
green and white car.
It's a beautiful air game. I mean, it's a classic paint scheme, right? I can see why it won. There were a couple other ones that I felt were different and better, but I can see why this type of paint scheme won. I mean, it's a classic style paint scheme.
Yeah.
It just brings back the classic vibes, especially of the super late models. And Boomer, third with a 16.51. This right here, this Braxton DeWeese car, I like this car. To me, it's classic meets modern, right? It's got that classic style design on. Whoa, big loose out of 4! Will he stop before the line? He will, so he can back up. Get a little run. He doesn't, so it'll kill both laps here.
Yeah, I'm surprised he did that.
Actually, no, it'll kill his first lap. It'll kill his first lap, not his second lap. All right, now he enters 3 and 4.
At least the tires are going to be nice and heated up.
Yeah, I think that'll kill both laps, actually.
Yeah, I think that's...
I don't know. We'll have to see. Enters 1 and 2. Yeah.
That's it.
He will right now sit dead last, 1903. And
Wow.
Here he comes, the man I have picked on my radar for the pole, Blake Gordon. Blake Gordon on the exit of 3 and 4. He's going to start his first lap in that beautiful black and white Endeavor racing machine down the backstretch.
From across the line. Let's see.
And he'll go second on his first lap.
Ooh. And your screen, we're seeing something in a little...
Yeah, sorry, there we go. Blake on his second lap will not improve, will stay second.
Wow. That's kind of surprising.
16.43. So Sean Carmody sits on provisional pole, but here he comes, the last qualifier of the evening, Michael Stroll in the number 38 AC Delco machine, into 3 and 4 for the first time. Down the front stretch, here he comes. Jumps right to the pole. Right to the pole. Right to the pole.
I had Michael for the pole.
He's
I had
gonna give
him.
himself away. I mean, gonna give it to him right away. I mean, that was awesome. That was an awesome, awesome lap right there by Michael Stroll. And we don't even have to ask him. Don't even have to ask him if what was going to go wrong there. But now let's pull up Blake Gordon really quick as he qualifies on the outside pole. And
Well, he's talking to them right now.
oh, is he?
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's pull up our points, our qualifying pole sitter at the moment, Michael Stroll. All right, Michael, you got Nick and Randy in the booth. You got a copy, sir?
Yeah, I got you guys again. What's up?
All right. Well, so you qualified on the poll.
Yeah.
That's the first action here we have to go. So congratulations on winning the fantastic Chance 3 Design Shop quick time free paint and decal. Blake Gordon or Brandon will reach out to you after the race about that. You want a free paint and a decal from Chance 3 Design. And second, do you want to go?
No, because I don't think the payoff trying to come back to the field and possibly getting some
$50.
Yeah,
$50.
it's 150 to keep the car out front too. So I'll keep it out front. I already told the admins what I'm gonna do, and try to keep this Aaron Hall machine out in the wind all night. The Chance 3 thing, that's my deal. I helped sponsor that. I said whoever won the poll would get a free design of their choosing, whether that's a paint scheme or a logo or whatever. And I got a bunch of Chance 3 Design Shop logos and stickers in a box back here. But since I won it, I did say it would go to the outside poll sitters, so I'll have to get a hold of Sean
Carmody.
Carmody. Yeah.
That's fantastic.
So, yeah, we're good. We're good. So I got one thing checked off the list for tonight, and here to go finish the deal.
All right. Well, thank you, sir.
We'll let you go. We know that Blake just announced everybody has a 5-minute pee break, so we'll let you go pee.
Thanks, I will.
All right. Well, that was the pole sitter, Michael Stroll. He is not electing to start from the rear. Let's see if I can get Mr. Blake Gordon, if he's around. Blake Gordon, it's Nick and Randy in the booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, pee break.
He's peeing. Okay.
Yep, that's it. Blake made sure everybody got a pee break, so we may not be able to get anybody.
All right. Well, that's
this time.
fine. So you know what we'll do then instead? Me and you will
What?
just we'll talk. We'll talk for a minute. We'll talk
All
for a
right.
minute.
All right.
Randy, I
Yes.
wasn't on the podcast on Friday.
No, you were not.
Did we make any announcements?
We did not.
We
We did not make. No, we pretty much stayed. We talked a lot of. You would have liked it. We talked a lot of NASCAR talk.
Well, we'll talk some next gen here in
Yeah.
a minute.
That's what we talked. The whole
So-
show was next gen. Pretty much.
I'm surprised we didn't make an announcement. I know it's not an official thing, but we are going. I mean, we've been talking about it. I've been talking about it. You know, obviously the podcast is changing for next year. A few things are changing. There's gonna be some more shows and stuff, but there'll be more information, I guess, on that stuff later.
Yes. So yeah, we did talk. The podcast would change a little bit. So
All right, so because Michael Stroll decided that he didn't want to take the B&T Trucking, let's just go ahead and the B&T Trucking Challenge to start from the rear for an extra $50. The admins have decided to raffle that off to the remaining drivers in the field. And give me 1 second to run the raffle.
maybe pick a number.
You know what, Randy? Pick a number between 1 and 23.
Ooh. How about? Let's go with lucky number 6.
Lucky number 6?
Yep.
Lucky number 6 for my pre-race one that I did is actually assigned to Dan Witt. So Dan Witt is the lucky winner of $50.
Ho ho! Dan Witt, the Guitar Attic car. All right, way to go. I wonder if he pays that back to the sponsor. Just kidding. Oh boy, that's awesome. Dan got himself $50 for just showing up tonight.
Just for showing up. So even if he doesn't win this race, or gets in the top, 5, and gets one of those. It's the top 5 or the top 4. Hold on, let me look at I have a lot of messages here. I think it's the top 5. Yeah, the top 5. If he doesn't get in the top 5 and win at least $20, he leaves tonight with at least $50.
Yeah, absolutely. He started 16th tonight, so that's not bad. Not bad at all.
There's another one that we have later in the race. That is the fantastic idea of the right place, right time. You just showed up and you raced tonight at a specific lap. If you're in a specific place on a specific lap, you get $15. And later tonight, we're going to announce that on the lap. So stay tuned for that. Somebody will be leaving with at least $15 then. And then again, the CCR Clean Race Award. So folks, if you weren't here before we started qualifying, we're going to go over this for you one more time. So you are watching the 2021 Endeavor Derby, presented here on the Ghostfire Media Network. It is a 300-lap race with competition cautions at lap 100 and 200 with 3 sets of tires and 1 fast repair throughout the night. This is presented tonight by Blake ZD Streaming, Closed Circuit Racing, Chance 3 Design Shop, and BNT Trucking. And once again, the Chance 3 Pole Award went to Michael Stroll, but since he helped get that Pole Award, he's actually going to give that to the second place driver in Sean Carmody. The BNT Trucking Challenge, Michael Stroll opted to not start from the rear because he really wants to win this race in honor of his friend, and I that's an honorable thing. So instead of that, the admins decided to give that one away in a raffle style, what the hell is it called?
50-50?
Well, not a 50-50, but a raffle style thing there. So the ZD Streaming Halfway Hero Award at lap 150, the leader is going to get $15. And don't forget, the one thing Josh Laston cannot do, have a clean race. Well, actually, no, that'd be Carl Henderson, but the CCR Clean Race Award. The driver with the lowest number of incident points gets $20 at the end of tonight's race. So there is a lot of money up for grabs here, folks. Lots and lots of money.
Oh, yeah, there's money to be made tonight, which this time of year is a good thing.
Yeah, hey, it's Christmas time.
It's
You
Christmas
need
time.
money.
We can all use a little money. So that's awesome that some of these guys are going to walk away with a little extra Christmas jingle. So, and remember, smoke briskets, not meth. So don't take that money in the wrong area in
So
town.
also, there's also a entry raffle tonight. So there was an optional entry fee. It was a $5 optional entry fee, and that all went into a pot. And at some point tonight, I'm going to announce the winner of the optional entry fee. You had to pay the optional entry fee of $5 to be, available to win that money. I don't know what the exact number is, what it stands at. I might have it.
definitely check that out and find out.
I do not know the exact number off the top of my head. I can't.
All right.
But it's, hold on. Optional entry fee. It was $5. I'll just say, I don't know how much everybody paid, but give me 1 second. I'll just do a little bit of math.
I'm sure some people paid a little extra.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 5, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. $95 is up for grabs at some point this evening.
Wow. All right, so the cars are making their way around the track, getting lined up 2 by 2, side by side, as we will go to green flag racing here in just a couple turns. Field, everybody getting anxious. Now let's make sure that these guys keep their self in tow in this first lap. Here they come. The pace truck is off. Green flag is out. Michael Stroll will bring him across the line for the first time. They're side by side with Stroll down low, Carmody up high. Here comes Blake Gordon underneath Stroll, Carmody, as they're side by side. Stroll will make it through turn 3 and 4 and bring us to the line for the first time tonight here at Five Flags Speedway. And yellow is out.
And the caution is out. It looks like, not 100% sure what happened there. We're going to take a look here. What caused the yellow flag to come out here just 2 laps in? Was that an admin caution? Randy, is there anything being said?
No, I'm not hearing anything. No. Well, actually, there's something being said.
Dave Wright has some damage. Ed Springer might have some damage. We'll take a look here. Looks like Braxton DeWeese might have a little bit. I can't tell, but I can definitely see Dave Wright has damage. Let's take a look here and see what we can see what happened with Dave Wright. Oh, it looks like Dave Wright, Larry Patrick got together there, and Dave actually hit the inside retaining wall. So let's go ahead and take a look one more time here what happened. Dave was on the inside, slid up the track a little bit. Him and Larry got together, slideways through the corner, and they spun out on the exit into the inside retaining wall. So Dave Wright has some damage on that number 43. We'll have to keep an eye on him. Luckily for him, though, as long as it's not overheating, he should be okay. There is one fast repair, but being a 300-lap race, you really don't want to use that yet.
No. And like I said earlier, these cars are like tanks. A little bump and bang is not going to hurt them. They can pretty much do a lot of banging and hitting the inside wall, even the outside wall, and it's probably not going to hurt them too bad. So, probably going to be here for a long ways. Trying to get that Josh Lassen in-car camera there.
Yeah, we are. I don't know why it's not. Oh, that might help. Yeah, that might help. Yeah, that might help.
Working the bugs out, folks. If you're watching this, we're just working through some
we do
things.
have this beautiful in-car camera tonight from Josh Lassen. You can see it on your bottom left-hand side of the screen. We'll be checking in with Josh throughout the evening here to see how his race is going, what he's seeing right now. You see him under pace laps. We're getting ready to go back green. Looks like we're 1 to green. Josh on the outside, currently sitting in P6. He'll be starting behind Will Roberts and Blake Gordon on that outside lane. We'll actually go to the restart here with this beautiful camera angle we have. See what Josh sees as you guys get to feel what Josh Lassen feels as we come back to green here 6 laps in to the Endeavor Snowball Derby.
Pace truck is off. Here we go. Green flag is out. The field will jump out. Stroll out in front of Blake Gordon, but Blake Gordon's not going away. Gordon on the outside, Stroll down on the inside as they make their way down the back straightaway. Blake Gordon having a heck of a run up top. He's trying to make it work on that top groove. He gets a little swirly as they get into turn number 1, and I hear some banging going on back there.
Yeah, there's some banging and a beating and a bumping going on back there, but right now you are looking at this awesome battle between Blake Gordon and Michael Stroll. Blake Gordon rolling the outside here at 5 Flags, trying to make it run. Michael Stroll gets loose on the inside, off into turn 1. Blake up high, he's in the second lane. Michael Stroll, 1.5 lanes. Here he comes, Blake Gordon to the lead. Maybe he's going to make it stick off into turn 3 at 5 Flags.
Blake Gordon drove that car really hard and made the pass on the outside, just gave it a little extra throttle where he needed it and got around Stroll. Stroll will tuck in behind him another 2 car lengths back behind him, and then it's another 3 back to third place. Sean Carmody, who started on the outside pole, but right now it is all Blake Gordon, and he's trying to pull away from Stroll early on. We've got a lot of racing tonight.
There we go.
And Larry Patrick looks like he's pulling his car into the pits.
Larry Patrick is pulling into the pits. I believe he might have had some damage there. Looks like Larry's in the pits. Him and Dave Wright are pitting right near each other. They're both in right now. Really early to get fast repairs. Blake Gordon's going to put them laps down. Here we go. Down the front stretch, Blake Gordon leads. Michael Stroll in second. Sean Carmody third. Boomer Logan in fourth. Will Roberts in fifth. Cody Mitchell back in sixth. Carl Henderson in the number 31. The Ugly Sweater, number 31, sitting in seventh. Josh Last in eighth. Timothy St. Jean in ninth. Blake Zede in 10th. So far, your hard charger of the race, Braxton DeWeese, he started back in 22nd after having a rough qualifying, up to 18th, 14 laps in.
A bad run so far. Can he make it up even farther?
We'll keep an eye on him as we see throughout the field. We're taking a look at Carl Henderson. He might be holding up his teammate Josh Last in just a little bit. Let's go see what Josh is seeing as he comes up on the back bumper of Carl. He's looking to the inside. Carl might be holding him up just a bit. He might be a little slower. There's definitely a train behind Carl Henderson right now.
Yeah, Carl's definitely holding a few cars up. St. Jean's right back there. St. Jean keeps looking down underneath Josh. Josh is trying to be a nice guy running behind his teammate, and that's going to cost him as we see St. Jean now driving down to the bottom of Carl Henderson's car, and they're side by side for that position.
Oh, Josh just closed the door on Timothy St. Jean into 3 and 4, but it put him up the track. He's going to have St. Jean to the inside again. He's going to clear him, going off in a 1.
He's trying to pull a Blake Gordon. That's how Blake got around Stroll early on, just driving that car on the outside groove as hard as you can into the turn.
Ooh,
and
St. Jean got super loose on the entrance of 3. I apologize for cutting you off.
Oh, it's perfectly fine. As we watch the Adam Wood car right behind them, working with Blake Ziti and Dan Witt. Oh, actually, Blake Ziti almost got a little loose there and got him a piece of the wall there.
Yeah, you look at the battle for 10th right now. 9th and 10th, Adam Wood up 3 spots since the beginning of the race. Adam all over the back bumper right now at Timothy St. Jean. Adam, whoa, St. Jean gets loose on the exit of 4, slides way up the track. Adam Wood pounds the walls. Blake Ziti pounds the wall. The number 50 has some right side damage. He's going to give up a spot to Dan Witt. But the question is, how much damage is on the right front of that machine now?
Well, like I said, probably you're going to have a little damage, but I don't think it's going to affect too much as Blake Ziti came out on Dan Witt and drove across his front end. Luckily, Dan Witt was able to save it. That was going to be a disaster right there, but Dan Witt doing a heck of a job. A man that's got $50 in his pocket already, and he hadn't even done anything yet.
Yeah, he's 23 laps into this race. He's $50 richer than he started the race with.
Yeah, he's got a lot of laps to go. And look at this
Whoa,
move by
Blake
Ziti.
got big loose in the exit of 2. He had to slow down big time into 3. Otherwise, he was just going to go in there and kill. Oh, big loose again on the
he's
exit
so
of
loose.
4. As this track gets darker, as we go towards nighttime, as the lights start to turn on here, are there lights at Five Flags?
There are some lights.
There
No,
are,
there
but
are
they're
some
not
lights.
good. There's a few.
Yeah, there are some lights. This is one of those small, typical short tracks where you've got a few scattered lights around the track, so it won't be super bright like Daytona or one of the major tracks. It will be a little dark, to say the least.
I don't know if it's going to get really, really dark yet. It might get a little dark, not super dark, as we see Dave Wright being lapped there on the inside, has some damage on that left side of that number 43 Bazooka Bubblegum machine. But Blake Ziti has finally started to level himself, get himself into a constant, just chill out a little bit. It looks like Larry Patrick has officially retired. 10 laps.
Larry
in.
made his first return back in a long, long time. I guess he figured iRacing wasn't as easy as bowling is. And if everybody knows that, Larry went out and had not bowled in about 5 years and went out and bowled like a 284 his first night out, which is insane. I've never bowled anything past a 200. So
We are 29 laps in, folks. At lap 100, we'll have a competition caution. But Carl Henderson still holding up Josh Laston just a wee bit. Not a big bit, but a wee bit. Looks like John Gordon has gone around. We'll take a look at what happened to John Gordon. He was battling with the number 71 and the 22. Got on the apron on the backstretch. Hit the inside wall just a little bit. Not too much damage. Gets back on the track. Tries to get going again. Here he goes, and he is back moving. But he is going to go a lap down to his son, Blake Gordon.
Blake went around him, put him a lap down. And that battle back there, Will Henderson, Josh Laston, is and Adam Wood and Dan Witt. That's one of the, let me spit that out one more time. One of the best battles on the track right now, as they're trying, it looks like they're trying to get around Carl, but there's still about a 1 car length separation between them. I think it may be Adam Wood is the one that's trying to get around Josh Laston, so that would be the bigger battle, I think, right now. We got a lot of racing tonight, so I mean, some people may not be pushing it that hard. Who knows? But we got a lot of laps to go.
That we do.
300 laps. If you just joined us, 300 laps. Yeah, I said 300. will make up tonight's race.
You're looking out the back bumper of Carl Henderson, and you're looking on the visor of Josh Laston on the left side of your screen. And you can see Josh Laston all over the back bumper of his teammate. Might give him a little bit of the tip there in the corner.
Yeah. Hello, lover boy.
Down the backstretch into 3 and 4. Carl slides the track just a little bit. Not able to keep it on the bottom the way he wants to. But again, only 36 laps in. You're only going to make these tires last 100 laps. It's not required that you go ahead and put new tires on when we have the competition cautions, but it probably is suggested.
Yeah, right around 100 laps, the tires are going to start fading off quite a bit. So you probably want to go ahead and get some fresh slicks to get back out here at Five Flags.
Who doesn't like short track Sunday night? I mean, come on.
I will tell you this. This, if anything, reminds me of calling the races at the New Smyrna Speedway for all those years. This is it. I called 500 laps or 500 races out at the Speedway, and this would be our feature tonight. The super late models were all the main course of the evening, and we would be calling these races about 11 o'clock at night a lot of times, sometimes later than that. And these are the guys I would call the races. You know, David Rogers and who rest his soul, David Rogers, who was one of the main guys out of the New Smyrna Speedway, the TM Ranch car. And every night we'd see him dominate kind of the way Blake Gordon is right now.
Yeah, Blake might be, you know, he might be leading a lot, but I wouldn't say he's dominating. He hasn't been able to really pull out on our friend Michael Stroll here at the moment. So,
but he is he's led since lap 4 or 5. So, but we got a lot of laps to go. It's just a matter who is going to save the car the best, who's going to get the best pit stop. We got a lot of factors in here that are going to make up this race tonight.
Yeah, no, you're 100% correct. And I mean, look at Blake Gordon right now. He's just barely ahead of Michael Stroll. I mean, if we take a look and we compare these two drivers the last couple of laps, that's not what I wanted. These last couple of laps.
We got trouble.
The caution
trouble.
is out. Big wreck on the front stretch. Derek Schilling is
Yeah.
around. Derek Schilling is around. Has some damage to the front end of that machine. It might not have just been him, though. It might have been Mike Burgess as well. We were taking a look at the battle
Mike
here.
Got trouble there, too, yeah.
We were taking a look at the battle, and we had a little bit of a caution, so we'll take a look here. And it looks like Derek Schilling might have just went around by himself. Looks like Derek just went around by himself. We'll take a look, though, here and see what happened to Mike Burgess. Because Mike, it looked like he went off the track. So at the same time that Derek was spinning on the front stretch, Mike was getting loose on the back stretch. And
Mike was doing the same exact thing.
Inside wall. Look at this.
Yeah. So exactly what we were talking about earlier, some of the points I said. Yeah, he pounded that wall hard. But that's exactly what I said. You come off those turns, and if your throttle control is not in check, you're going to go around. And that's exactly what happened to Derek and Mike right at about the same time. Now, let's see. We are 46 laps into this race. Will anyone pull in for some fresh slicks?
Well, you only get 3 sets of tires.
I know.
So,
but you never know.
I don't know.
Somebody might.
I would be half tempted if I was at the back of the pack to say yes. Being that you'd have 54 laps on that set after you get done, and you still have 2 sets. So you have one for lap 100, and you have one for lap 200. But if you get a late race caution, and you don't have that extra set of tires, yes, you might get the track position. But are you going to be fast enough to hold on to that position without fresh tires? It's one of those trade-offs, right?
Yeah.
It's one of those, can you offset it with how you drive? But we're going to go ahead and see if anybody pits, and if anybody does not pit, we're going to pull up one of the drivers currently in the race to see what's going on with him, and that driver is going to be Josh Laston.
Derek Schilling is down the bottom of the track.
He is.
But
I believe
guess,
he's a lap
yeah.
down at the moment. Josh,
Yeah.
you had Nick and Randy up in the booth. You got a copy, sir?
I got you, gentlemen.
Well, sir, how are you tonight?
Just having a blast following teammates and some ad hoc teammates behind me.
Well, there you go. It looks like you're sitting currently in about 7th
Eighth.
position. Look like
I'm
you're
in
being
eighth.
held up by Carl just a little bit.
No, that was calculated because he's going to force me to save some tires, and you know what? Have Adam just go ahead and be the one to.
All right,
end
you
up
go racing.
battling
We're gonna
and
let you go
keeping
race.
people.
We're going to let you go back and race. I didn't realize we were going green yet.
That's fine.
All right, well, we appreciate you coming up here, Josh. We'll talk to you after.
All right.
That's the one thing I wanted to avoid. It's the track is so short and the laps are so quick that pulling somebody up to have a conversation with them could end very badly, very quickly.
Yeah.
So I didn't want to be the one to cost Josh any positions, and he's already back to 9, so
no.
he already lost a spot because of
Way to
me.
go. Yeah, way to go.
God, I'm such a jackass. But it looks like Blake Gordon got a really good restart.
I will say this: he's got a lot of laps to make it up, so I wouldn't worry too
He
much
does.
about
He has
it.
249 laps to go.
So one of the things I'm wondering right now, it's 6:45. My good friend Pat Patterson had texted me a little while before and said he went. I told him next time the Trans-Siberian Orchestra comes to Phoenix, you have to go see them. And I thought he would say, "Oh yeah, I'll go," and he wouldn't go.
He went, didn't he?
He went. He sent me pictures of where they're sitting there at great seats, and I can't wait for him to contact me and let me know how he liked the show. If you've never seen that show, folks, if it comes around your town, buy tickets to it. It is one of the best Christmas shows you will ever see. It is amazing. Let me just say that. The music is great. The show is even better. So it's a great time to get yourself into Christmas mode by watching the Trans-Siberian Orchestra.
You know what stinks, Randy?
What's that?
When you go to pull your pen out to write something down and the top of your pen breaks off in your hand.
That's why you always have a pencil.
I have a pencil and 3 pens, and the pen is all over my hand now.
Oh, that's nice. You need to go to the bathroom and wash your hand
No,
now.
I have a tissue.
Your sim is right there next to the sink, so you should be able to just get up and wash it real quick.
I smack you in your head, I swear to God. The battle for 10th right now heating up a little bit. Dan Witt under a little bit of pressure. He's putting pressure on Josh Laston in 9th, too. Braxton DeWeese is going to move into 12th.
Yeah, you got a good battle back there.
We
You
do.
got Blake
It's a
Ziti right all over the
hornet's
back
nest
of
right now for 10th
yeah.
position. There's about, 14 cars vying for what Carl Henderson is holding up.
And Carl Henderson is not giving out candy, that's for sure. He's just kind of holding them up, and they want to get around him. They're going to have to fight to get around him.
Hey, Randy Pepper.
Hmm.
You know how I said right time, right place?
Yes.
Braxton DeWeese currently sitting in 12th. He's the lucky winner of $15 for being in the right time at the right place. $15 heading Braxton DeWeese's way. Currently sitting in 12th at the end of lap 59. He hasn't done anything yet tonight. He's $15 richer.
Yeah, we decided those were the 2 numbers we wanted, and it just happens it's the guy that you really like his paint scheme.
It is.
So congratulations.
Congratulations to Braxton DeWeese, who's $15 richer, 61 laps into the race. And don't forget, there's still the $91 optional, the $90 optional entry fee that is still up for grabs. That'll be talked about later tonight. I wonder who's going to win that. Everybody's
know.
names were put into a hat that paid the entry fee. Somebody was pulled out. I already know who it is, but I'll be telling you at lap 100.
Yes.
So at lap 100, I'm just giving away money tonight. I've given away, $65 so far.
Yeah, 65
No,
bucks.
I've given
to
away
a couple
$80 so far because I gave away $15 to the best paint scheme winner. We're at 80.
Yeah.
We're at $80 already, and we're not even halfway through this race. Don't forget, there's still more to come tonight.
By the way, for whoever wins this race, there will be a 1099 being issued to you, so you'll have to fill that out. Just kidding.
Yeah, so that $150 is actually going to turn into about $7. Welcome to America.
Thank you, Brandon. We appreciate it.
It's not allowed on this network.
I'm just kidding.
Come on. Even we have standards.
I was just kidding. Hey, I don't know if you've seen it up in your area, but we have these stickers all over the pumps.
Yeah, I
and
did
even
that.
on
Yeah.
me.
Yeah.
We see this. It's
I saw
thank
that.
you, Brandon. It's like amazing. Who are these people that actually
Oh,
do this?
Dan Witt! Look at Dan Witt! Dan Witt went for a fly. He might be okay, though.
I told you this. That's what? So all. Or
He's
three
all
of the things
right.
I talked about.
All
they've
four
come
tires
true.
were off the air and in the wall, and yet he's back on. Holy schmoly!
So far, all
Don't
the things
forget.
I had talked about have come true.
Don't forget, we stayed green.
Yeah.
Oh my
absolutely.
God, that's priceless. Dan Witt, absolutely. It looks like an ARCA race out here. He just obliterated his car. The old ARCA model is out here tonight.
Whee!
Well, up the track goes Dave Wright. He's a couple laps down, letting everybody by. Hopefully he doesn't come down the track. He will not there. And everybody will get by the lap car through turns 3 and 4 here to complete lap number 70. 30 laps to go to our first of 2 competition cautions, where we believe everybody will pit in lap 100. But strategy could come into effect. But we're going to keep an eye on Dan Witt, as you know, at any point tonight he could pop another wheelie. And decide
I think
that's what
he's
he
going to
wants
stay
do.
away. Oh, Carl Henderson's around.
Carl Henderson! Carl Henderson in the wall, big time. The caution is out, but he might be okay if he can get it in first gear and get going. He will stay on the lead lap. There he goes. Not a lot of damage to the number 31. I want to see what happened,
Not.
though.
I think he might have got the tip from somebody.
Let's see. Carl Henderson.
Yeah, he did.
He got the
He
tip from.
tip.
Oh, man.
Zitty.
Wow. We are going way back in time for this one.
Yeah, he's had a history with Z in the past. So
Let's see if we can see exactly what happened here to Carl. So Carl was battling Josh. He had finally gotten passed by Josh. This is like a lap or so before. He come down the backstretch. He's clear. He comes down. He gets in front of Ziti. On the brakes a little bit. Ziti almost gets him there on the exit. And then off into 1 and 2. They're good this time. I believe it was the next one. So he comes through 3 and 4 this time. Off into turn 1. Now he was clear. Wow, how many laps was I behind? All right,
well,
it's
they're
this
just
one.
now passing Dave Wright. So
Into 3 and 4 and nothing. It was 1 and 2, right? Yeah, it was 1 and 2.
Yeah.
I think it's this time into 1 and 2. He gets on
probably
the
this
brake.
time because Z's got a really good run right
Nope.
there. No, it wasn't.
How far? How many laps behind am I?
Oh, at least 35. No, I'm just kidding.
Well, we're watching this whole battle. We'll see what happened here. On the exit, Blake got a good run that time. Carl got loose into 1 and 2.
This time,
yeah,
there it is.
Yeah, Carl got a little loose. Ziti really had nowhere to go. I mean, Ziti could have given him a little bit of room, but let's ride on board with Blake Ziti here. Let's do this so I can actually see the event, and then find Blake, and then boom. Oh, yeah, there wasn't really much he could do there. Carl had to get on the brakes because he hit the wall. He was going to spin out, but it's all right. Carl Henderson able to go in. I don't know if there's too much damage in the car. We'll take a look after. It's just unfortunate for Carl this early on. Carl's a little bit of a grumpy head like I am when I have things like that happen, so I will
Some pit stops.
I will ask him after. We won't ask him right away. be a bad idea.
Yeah.
Admin Carl has to be just a little bit more thoughtful instead of.
It looks
the way
like
he's-
Michael Stroll might have pit it while we were
Michael
watching
Stroll
that.
did pit, which is interesting.
Hayes truck is off. Here we go back to green flag racing as Blake Gordon jumps out to a quick lead over Sean Comedy. 2 car lengths over Sean Comedy. And then it's a great battle between Cody Mitchell and the 45 of Adam Wood. They're side by side back there for third.
Beautiful run there to the inside for that number 89 Grave Digger machine. To the inside, gonna slide up on the exit of 2 right in front of the Dodge Challenger of Adam Wood, the SRT Scat Pack. For Adam Wood, that might be a Hellcat. On the exit of the corner, here he comes down the front stretch into 1 and 2. Josh Laston has come alive here in these last 15, 20 laps.
Yeah, he's right behind Adam Wood and looking for a little bit more than just running behind Adam Wood, as Adam Wood trying to get around that Grave Digger 89. And that 89, actually, he's catching Sean Comedy. So we've got a great battle from second on back.
Right now, our mover and shaker, our hard charger of the race, Braxton DeWeese, in 6th. He took home $15 earlier in the night for being in the right place at the right time. And now, Braxton DeWeese is sitting in the hard charger position. So if he was able to hold that for the rest of the race, he would leave tonight with another 25. So he would leave the evening with $40.
Wow.
Obviously,
And
there's
Josh
a lot of race
Laston,
to
just like we said that, Josh Laston now has lost a spot to Mr. DeWeese, as DeWeese got around Josh Laston.
Josh is biding his time. I mean, you can tell he's just trying to be calm. We'll watch him here on the exit of 2, down the backstretch into 3 and 4. Starting to see that sunset a little bit here at 5 Flags in Pensacola. So you start getting a little bit darker. Not much dark, just a little bit. Enough to change the track. Off into 1 and 2. This time down the backstretch, Josh trying to hold his spot now from the number 50 of Blake Ziti.
I was trying to figure out why we're seeing the sun go down, and I forgot that Pensacola actually is an hour behind us here in the East Coast. So that's why we're seeing the sun go down. The sun will go down here quickly, and we'll be under the lights here before long here
We
at
will.
Five Flags.
Well, it'll be a little dark, it'll be a little hard to find everybody, but you know what? We'll make it happen. We're not the
Absolutely.
NBC crew. We won't complain about the darkness coming.
No, definitely not.
We like darkness. It makes racing better. More grip.
Great band.
Hey, just get a generator with a couple of lights. Randy, I will say that the broadcast studio here at 5 Flags Raceway, it's beautiful what they did here during the pandemic with the track shut down. They were able to remodel this area, and this is a beautiful entryway here that we have. We walked up that brand new set of stairs that they put up over the last few months. We walked right in here to this brand new broadcast booth with a granite countertop for our equipment. It's beautiful in here. How about you? You think that?
Yeah, but I wish they had switched the chairs out. I mean, these chairs still look like the chairs they had back in 1942.
Well, that's why I bring a little cushion with me to make sure my back doesn't go stiff during these long races here at these types of tracks. And Pensacola is not a tourist attraction as it was once in the day.
No, definitely not. I
Five
mean, there's
Flags,
still
that's-
skid marks.
Hey.
There's still skid marks from Buddy Murphy when he used to sit in this chair.
That's why I took this chair, not that one.
Okay, well, I
This one
understand
looked.
that.
This one looked. Oh, Adam Wood in the wall.
Woo!
Little bit, not much, just a little bit.
Just give it a little bit.
Just a little
And
tip
you
of
better
the
watch
right
out.
side.
He's got Ziti right behind him.
Yeah, Blake Z's not afraid to give you the tip, Adam. Watch out. Michael Stroll coming through the field, though, with those brand new tires. He's been a mover and shaker since the restart. Braxton DeWeese up to 4th, pulling in the 3rd place car of Cody Mitchell. We'll keep an eye on that as Sean Carmody tries to hold them off. The battle we're interested in right now is the battle for 5th. 8 laps to the competition caution, and Josh Laston is trying to do everything he can.
Trying to hold on to that position from 3 other drivers behind him. Adam Wood, Blake Ziti and Michael Stroll, and actually now he's got 4 back there. It looks like the number, what is that? Is
Boomer
that
Logan
the
and the
Roberts
number
car?
94 as well, and so is the number 2 Will Roberts. He's coming as well.
Yeah, number 2. Roberts is right in there as well.
Oh. A little bit of blinkage there.
I saw that. They actually, go back just a little bit, we had when, supposedly when Dan Witt actually hit the wall earlier, they said he blinked out, and a lot of people did not see him. They only saw him in the wall.
He did not blink out on me, so I saw the
Yeah,
whole
I didn't
thing.
see it. Yeah, I saw the whole
Whoa,
thing myself.
Will Roberts went deep into turn 2 that time, leaving some skid marks. He might have some
And he
skid
just
marks
blinked
in
away.
his suits. Oh, Will Roberts starting to blink pretty heavily there.
Yep.
Right
Yep.
behind Adam Wood.
That's scary when you
Yeah.
see that and you got a
Where is he?
person.
Where is he? Did he blink out?
Did he
He's fallen
disconnect?
back to 10th. He might have blinked out. He's in 10th right now, but he's blinking out in 10th. He let a couple of the
Oh.
cars go by him to allow for that, so they didn't have to deal with it, but it looks like Will Roberts might be blinking out. You see him there. He's falling back to 10th, blinking really bad right now as we come to 2 to go to the first competition caution. And man alive, look at this. Michael Stroll and Cody Mitchell and Adam Wood and Boomer Logan. These guys are all over each other here.
Bumping and banging
Josh
all the way
Laston
around
up
the
to
track.
4th. What happened while we were looking at the blinker? Blake Gordon's going to lead lap 100 and win well, not the stage, but he's going to lead the first competition caution. But man alive, what happened here? How did Josh Laston get the 4th? Blake Ziti up the wall there on the front stretch. Man alive, at the end of the first stage here, the first stage, but the end of the first 100 laps, we've had calamity almost happen.
So far, the caution has. There it goes, right there. Just want to say the caution is finally out.
We're going to go back and look and see what in the world happened there. This started on, I want to say, lap 97. Josh got to the inside of Cody Mitchell. Something must have happened to Cody Mitchell. Yeah, something must have happened to Cody Mitchell on lap number 95. All right, Cody was battling Braxton DeWeese. No, he just got there, that's all. Randy, we have some pit stops.
Lots of pit stops. A lot of people coming in and get some fresh tires, some Hoosiers. That's what they're using tonight. Hoosier tires. Like to say hello to some of the people out there watching tonight. Dixon Kuntz is watching tonight. Matt, what is it? I cannot read. Wayne Kerr is actually watching as well. I'd like to thank you guys for watching the race tonight. So, as what I thought, with Michael Stroll pitting earlier, he would inherit the lead under this caution. That's exactly what he has done. He is out front, and now he leads the field here at Five Flags. Letting the cars run around the track here for a second, let you look at all the paint schemes as they go by. Right now, the mover and shaker is Gale Brooks. He is started 14th. He's running 4th right now. Some other guys have made their way up from their initial starting spots. Braxton DeWeese, who started 22nd, is 8th. Dan Wood actually starts 16th. He's 7th. Derek Schilling started 18th. He's 9th. So those are the guys that made the biggest moves of the night.
All right, Randy Pepper, I promised at lap 100 we would announce the winner of the optional entry fee pot, and I lied. We gave away enough money in the first 100 laps.
I think so. I think
We'll
you
give
should
away
wait.
the rest at lap 200.
Yeah, I agree. Let's do that. All right, green flag is out. Michael Stroll brings the field across the line and down into turn number 1. The Stroll machine pulling away by 1, 2, 3 car lengths over Roberts, and we got a caution.
We got
on
trouble.
The speedway.
We got problems. We got problems. John Gordon's around. Kevin
Oh,
Haas,
Kevin
Timothy
Haas.
St. Jean. We got problems.
Trouble in paradise, as they say.
Let's take a look here. Where did it start? It started up further. It looked like it might have been Brandon Bernhardt might have started that.
Yeah.
Let's take a look.
One of the Endeavor cars.
Oh, St. Jean got really
Oh, no,
loose.
St. Jean.
St. Jean got super loose. He hit the apron. Hit the apron, front end kicked out from under him. Nowhere to go.
Yep. Got on the gas a little too soon, and around he went. Thought he had traction, he didn't.
Well, Randy, after 109 laps of me and you talking about this race, let's talk about something else for a minute. Let's talk about the next gen.
Okay.
Well, the reports I was hearing for months was that NASCAR drivers didn't think the car was safe.
We talked about that on the podcast the other night.
And then after the Charlotte tests and the number 3 car crashing, Austin Dillon made a statement stating he felt the cars were safe. Now, we don't really believe in Austin Dillon as a locker room leader, as you would say, do you?
No, I wouldn't
I don't
say
think he has his finger on the
no.
pulse of what the other 43 guys believe.
I don't know about that. I mean, I believe that wreck with him showed a lot of people that this car is a lot better than they thought it was going to be.
Well, I do
I
as
mean-
well. And it's
I mean, he
also-
went out there, he wrecked the car,
and they had it
and then
fixed.
a few hours later, he was back out again.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, couldn't have done that with the new car, the
But-
car we have now.
On this week's Past Dale Jr. download, Kevin Harvick was a guest on the show.
Yeah, he said it was too slow.
He did.
I say it's not too slow. I say leave it. I said this on the other night in the podcast. Leave the car alone for at least the first half of the season, because the slower it is, I think it's better for the guys coming from Xfinity, coming up. They'll have a better grasp
Well, you know
of it
what's
because the
crazy
car
about
won't
it?
have as much horsepower.
For years, though, the Xfinity cars have been faster than the Cup cars.
Yeah,
So
but I think this will actually help.
I think that there's definitely a level of skill that's finally having to be shown to drive these cars again, though. Because you saw Denny Hamlin, who I can't stand as a person, but spun out in that car. And that shows you just how tough it is to drive these cars. As we get the green flag here, 112 laps in, they scatter like ants behind Michael Stroll. All around the racetrack they go. Carl Henderson almost gets turned by Dan Witt. This is the
You got
perfect
3-4
time, Randy
wide back
Pepper,
there.
to go in car with Josh Laston and see the cluster muck that is in front of him. Sean Carmody down the racetrack right there in front of him in ninth. Had to go way down to not wreck somebody. We got a
one
spinner.
car way
Carl
high.
Henderson's around. Carl Henderson is around again. Carl might be okay. He might have went into the pits, though. Carl did go into the pits. Oh, and there's damage on the 31.
And he is going to pit.
And does he have a fast repair? He does not. He had to start and stop. Oh, that's unfortunate for Carl. He got
Caution
loose,
is out.
and the caution is out now. Derek Schilling has gone around. And a small bit of damage on the number 22. Not a lot. These machines take a lot of damage. But Carl Henderson, I mean, he's going to thank his lucky stars that the caution came out, but he's not going to be the first car lap down.
No, he won't be. And unfortunately for the first response 22, that's his second time around.
That is. Let's see if I can find, so I can shout out one of these sponsors for everybody, because it looks like one of the sponsors is actually watching this race. There it is in the number sixth position, the number 8 of Braxton DeWeese, a winner of $15 earlier tonight. His sponsor, GP Diecast, out there in the comments watching the broadcast tonight, saying that car looks good out there. If they heard us earlier in the evening, I was actually commenting on that paint scheme. I think it's great. It has the perfect continuity of old and new. It brings you back a little bit with the white, but then it has that nice design. The nice new style design, the cross down the door into the front. Nice little beautiful transition from classic to new on that number 8. Looks like a nice professional paint scheme for GP Diecasts.
Yep. Absolutely. I'd like to thank them for sponsoring that car.
We are 119 laps out of 300 complete. We are 20 laps away from giving away another $25 thanks to Blake Ziti and Ziti Streaming. The halfway hero in 20 laps. Could that be Michael Stroll? Could it be Boomer Logan? Could Boomer Logan, who took home $15 earlier tonight for the best paint scheme as voted on by you, the GFM viewers, take home another another $25 and make it 40? We shall see.
He's pretty close. One
He's
spot.
Right there.
Yep.
Blake Gordon started second. He's currently in third. He's currently in fourth. Sean Carmody started second. He's in 8th. Currently, your hard charger of the evening, Braxton DeWeese, sitting in 6th. He started 22nd.
And I'm imagining these lights are going to start coming on here shortly.
Yeah, they will. But once again, folks, we want to thank all of our sponsors here tonight. The Chance 3 Design Shop, B&T Trucking, Closed Circuit Racing, Blake Ziti, and Done Right Construction. We want to thank all of you for your support to help bring the Endeavor Derby, the 2021 Endeavor Derby, to all of our fans for absolutely nothing.
That's right. The pace truck lights are off. We are getting lined up 2 by 2, getting ready to go back to green flag racing with Michael Stroll down low. And Boomer Logan on the outside of him. Row 2, it's going to be Roberts and Gordon. Here we go. Green flag is out. Stroll jumps out to a 1-2 car length lead over that car of Logan. And then we got a big hornet's nest looking about 3 wide.
Here comes Blake.
Gordon.
He's doing what he did early in the race, the outside. Blake Gordon trying to roll the outside, take away second. I stepped on my dog here in the broadcast booth.
And he did. And it looks like the number 2 is also Roberts is going to try the same thing. He saw it work for Gordon, but it did not work for him. He's going to lose some spots.
Yeah, well, Roberts, he tried to ride the outside as well, around the outside of number 8 of Braxton DeWeese. Wasn't able to do it. He's actually going to lose a spot to Big Red, maybe, and Dan Witt, who's up to 6 now, down to the inside into 3 and 4, trying to get 5th. Blake Gordon has set his sights on Michael Stroll, and he has closed in there. Oh, Dan Witt's around! Dan Witt is around on the front stretch. He took himself out there, got loose, and that was the only car involved. That could have been a lot worse, though. Him and Will Roberts came together big time on the exit of 4.
And I think he thought that Will Roberts was going to save him, but it did not come out that way.
Let's take a look one more time what happened to Dan Witt on the exit of 4. Coming through turns 3 and 4 here. He gets a big run under Will Roberts. Gets on that white line. That sends him up the track just a little bit. Gets on the throttle. Doesn't want to stick. It turns him right. Will Roberts did everything he could to not turn that car backwards around as well. Man, oh man.
A little too soon.
Let's see. Let's take a look at one of our friends here. Carl Henderson. He did have to use his fast repair, but he is sitting right now currently in the comfortable position of 19th. He is 2 laps down, though, so he's going to need some cautions to fall his way to get these laps back here. 127 of 300 laps complete.
GP Diecast saying thank you for the shout out. No problem. We'll do it anytime we can, bud.
Oh, man, that beautiful number 38 machine. Michael Stroll. That AC Delco car brings me back to the old Dale Earnhardt Jr. days when he was in that car when it was the number 2.
Yes.
Well, actually, he wasn't in it when it was the number 2. He was in it when it was the 3. And then when it went to RCR from DEI.
Kevin Harvick ran the 2.
Yeah, he ran the 2 down there. So did, who else ran that car? Clint Boyer ran it, won a championship in it. Tony Stewart ran a version of the AC Delco car. Never ran the 2, but ran a version of the AC Delco car for KHI. Dale Jr. Ended up running the 3 a few more times after. I think he had the AC Delco scheme, and he had a couple other ones too. And then AC Delco made the jump to the Cup Series at one point. But it was never a real big paint scheme for championship contenders. It was more of a field filler paint scheme. I just don't believe AC Delco ever really had the funding to be able to put their car or their sponsor on, say, Jeff Gordon's car.
They had the money. I don't think they wanted to put it out. That's the problem.
Yeah, to make money as a sponsor in NASCAR, you have to be willing to spend money.
Yes.
Because the only thing you do as a sponsor is spend money to make money on the back end with new customers.
Yep. And sometimes it works and sometimes it does
You
not.
also have to pay to have the right people design the car. Because that AC Delco's design, that's a classic paint scheme, but there are also plenty of paint schemes that never worked. Like, I mean, you think of Pennzoil. When it was on the 1 car, there were a couple of Pennzoil schemes that just never worked. Even Budweiser had some hit and misses. So, DuPont always was spot on, though, with their paint schemes.
Yeah, Sam Bassett did an awesome job on that car. So.
And there he is,
Hey,
Michael
we're going
Stroll.
green flag racing. Michael Stroll jumps out to a half a car length lead, actually 2 car lengths now, as Blake Gordon trying to run him down, but Blake Gordon's got the challenge from the inside. But Logan's not going to make it happen as now Blake Gordon tries to track down that 38 of Michael Stroll as he takes it off the turn. Gordon looks down low and looks up high. He'll tuck in line as they go into turn number 3 and off of 3 and off of 4. Here they go across the line.
Man, I'm going to have to get a wider angle here. We got many battles going on right now.
Caution.
The caution
Caution's on the
is
track.
out.
You know, the thing is, earlier on we didn't have a lot of problems. I mean, it was a pretty clean early on race, but since we passed lap 100, we've had a lot of incidents.
We have, and I think it's also partially because of it's getting a little darker out, right? The sun's beginning to set. It's starting to get cooler, which is making it slicker.
Yeah.
So. But as we enter 135 laps down for the first time tonight, we're going to take a commercial break here on the Ghost Fire Media Network. We'll be back with you here in 60 seconds.
Be serious for a second. Are you tired of being a loser? Can't do anything right? Feel like everyone's coming down on you all the time? Well, there's a way out. And I'm going to show you. Hey Mom, look what I learned. That's right. Pick up a guitar, learn how to play guitar. Automatically you're going to become a chick magnet. The ladies are going to love you. Your kids are going to think you're cool. So what you need to do is come down here to the Guitar Addict, 16725 Ridgewood Avenue in Daytona Beach, Florida, or go on GuitarAddict.com and buy yourself a guitar and automatically be the star of your neighborhood. That's GuitarAddict.com.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Five Flag Speedway here in Pensacola, Florida for the Endeavor Racing Snowball Derby. We are here at the beautiful 0.48-mile racetrack, and it was at race start a balmy 79. Now it's still 79 with a 29% humidity, cloudy with a 7-mile-an-hour gusts from the west right now. So we will keep an eye on everything out here. As the track temperature has dropped a couple degrees, according to some of the telemetry we have here available to us, the Ghost Fire Media Network. Darkness will be upon us in less than 40 minutes, so the end of this race will be run under complete darkness. So 138 of 300 laps. It's going to get dark at the end, so the race is going to change. So your players so far tonight have been Michael Stroll and Blake Gordon. Those have been the two guys really at the front of the pack for us so far. We've been watching them consistently lead laps, make awesome battles happen around them. But a little bit further back in the pack, you've had a lot of movers and shakers. Braxton DeWeese. You had Boomer Logan, Will Roberts, Sean Carmody, Josh Laston. They've all been in the top 10 all night tonight. As we get back here going, green flag, 138 at 300 laps in. Down into 1 and 2. Here goes Michael Stroll. He's going to get a big run on the exit there. He's going to take that and down the backstretch lead into turn number 3.
Got a half a car length over Blake Gordon. Blake Gordon looks down low, going to try to get around him. As the field goes by, Blake Gordon in tow, just a half a car length back behind Stroll. He looks to the outside, going to try to make it work up the outside where he made it work earlier, but this time the car's not going to stick, and he's going to lose ground. He gets a little loose there as well.
Big loose. Blake had an pucker moment there. Wow.
Yeah.
And number 38 right there, Michael Stroll, honoring his friend and co-founder of Domination Intimidation Racing. Where is this? There we go. After 20, they're close to their 20-year anniversary, and Michael Stroll is running that AC Delco number 38 Chevy Camaro, honoring his friend and co-founder of Domination Intimidation Racing, Aaron Hall, who passed away unexpectedly the 27th of November with his paint scheme, likeness, and number. And Michael said he is going to run that in the Fuel Truck Series as well, in honor of his dear friend. And once again, the thoughts and prayers from everybody here at the Ghost Fire Media Network go out to all of Aaron's friends, colleagues, family members, and every member of Domination Intimidation Racing.
Well, it looks like Blake Gordon doesn't care about that car because he's really trying to get around that 38. He's looked the inside. Here he goes again, look into that bottom groove to try to get around that 38. It doesn't stick. He's going to have to follow in tow behind the 38. The 38 gets a little bit loose that time. Gordon on the very bottom of the track is falling right in tow with him. Looks again low, hoping that he's going to have something to stick down there to get around that 38. But so far, nothing has worked.
They're battling for the Halfway Hero Contingency Award tonight. Whoever leads at 150 laps is going to receive another $25 on top of whatever they win tonight. So Michael Stroll and Blake Gordon looking to get that extra $25 in their pockets.
And if Stroll wins that, he'll have $175 if he can win this thing.
Yeah, be a pretty good night at the racetracks.
Yeah, absolutely. He's got one more lap to make it around here and pick up that $25.
And on the exit of 4, he comes to lap 150. Who will lead lap 150, though, is the question. Blake all over the back bumper. I don't think he's going to move him. I don't think he's going to try that hard to get this extra $25 here. Blake really dives off in there, though. But it looks like it's going to be Michael Stroll from Bethlehem, Pennsylvania, will be your Halfway Hero Award winner from Blake ZD Streaming. That's $25 to Michael Stroll for leading lap number 150. That goes to the AC Delco machine again. So congratulations to Michael Stroll. He's won everything that's been possible to win so far tonight that involved the pole or leading. So he is definitely making a move here.
And he hadn't won all the money, but he's won some money so far. So.
Oh, Blake Gordon up his trumpet.
Oh, boy.
Blake is really trying.
He is. Blake wants that lead. He's falling right in tow with the Stroll machine. Stroll makes any kind of slight little jiggle, jaggle, whatever he needs. Blake Gordon is going to try to get around him at that point for
Blake
sure.
has 30-lap newer tires as well. I don't know how much that's playing a factor into this, but 30 laps newer tires are definitely helping Blake here. The lights will be coming on here soon, too.
Yeah, should be. Blake Z, this setup dictates right to him anyways. He likes a car that is loose, and that's the way he likes them. And we got caution,
and the caution
on the
is
track.
out, but Blake Gordon must be very angry because Blake was coming. But Cody Mitchell in the number 89 has gone around in turn 1, damage to the front, and now the left front of the number 89 as he's going to lose a lap now. As it looks like the Hoosier tires on that number 89 failed him here. Let's see what happened to Cody as the caution comes out. 156 laps in. He might have got a little help. Maybe. Maybe. No, he was by himself.
He did on his own.
He definitely.
Oh,
man,
he
he
went
was
over.
on his lid. Wow.
Wow.
Well, he wins the Shutter Shock Moment of the Race award. No, I'm joking.
Pucker factor.
Pucker Factor Moment of the Race.
And that's one of the, it's really hard to get these cars to turn over, but that car went over with no problem that time.
Yeah, Gail Brooks wasn't too excited about that, but the car did quickly go over on its roof and back on its wheels, luckily.
Yeah, luckily. Michael, they told him that he just won that halfway point money. He's all happy about that. $25 in his pocket. That's Christmas jingle right there.
Well, let's see.
Will he buy a present for somebody else, or will he buy it just for himself?
Let's pull Ed Springer in here.
And make it short.
Ed, you got Nick and Randy up in the booth. Got a copy?
Howdy ho, neighbors.
Hey, Ed, how are you tonight? It looks like you're having a quiet, good race so far tonight. Just sitting right outside the top 10. Kept yourself out of any trouble. So how's it feeling out there?
Man, this is fun. Been some good racing too. Good drivers in here tonight.
Yeah, it looks like you guys are definitely having a lot of fun. I mean, you're staying away from each other for the most part. I mean, is it as loose as it looks?
Yeah, if you goose it too quick, yeah, you're going to loop it, especially on the cold tires. I think that's why we had bam, bam, bam cautions. Was just guys that changed tires and running that low line, trying to get a spot and just push it a little bit too hard. So it doesn't take much. Once they warm up, it's really not bad at all.
Well, the lights have gone off on the truck. We're going to let you go back to racing there. We just want to get a quick update from you, Ed, and good luck on a top 10 or better.
Thanks for the drop in, guys. Appreciate it.
Thank you,
All
Ed.
right, ma'am.
And that was Ed Springer, driver of the number 16. Usually it's like the whale tail car. Tonight
It's Clemson Tigers.
I shouldn't have brought him in here.
Oh, gosh. Hey, pace truck is off. Michael Stroll will get on the gas
Ooh, they're
and
stacking
jump
up.
out to a half a car length lead over Blake Gordon. Blake Gordon didn't want to see that. He wanted to get a good run with him, but Stroll once again will pull away just a hair from Blake Gordon. Blake Gordon follows him off of turn number 4, and they'll go back across the line. Gordon looking low. He'll look high. He'll look. This time he's got a great run. He dived to the bottom of the track.
Oh,
He's going to try to make
man.
it stick as they come off of turn 4 to complete lap 64. Or 164, excuse me, 163. And they're still side by side. Side by side down the back straightaway, but Michael Stroll outdrives him that time. Wow, what a power move by Stroll.
Here we come down the front stretch. Michael Stroll doing everything he can to hold off Blake Gordon. Those new tires for Blake, the 30-lap newer tires, might be what Blake needs. Blake was getting that run right before the caution came out. Whoa! Blake dirt tracking it out of 4.
Playing a little Tokyo drift there.
Yeah, a little bit of Tokyo for Blake Gordon out of 4 there, but a good save as he gets right back on the back bumper, the number 38 of Michael Stroll. Here he comes down the front stretch. Looking, wants to make the move, unable to make the move yet, but we'll keep an eye on him as Blake is all over the back bumper of the 38. He looks to the outside now into turn 3.
Side looking good, but not quite enough. As Blake Gordon tucks in behind Michael Stroll, he'll look to the bottom of the track once again, go see if anything will happen down there. Now he'll look to the outside. He'll tuck in behind him and they go into the turn. Gordon dives down low. Maybe this time off of turn number 4. Will anything stick? No, it did not stick. Michael Stroll still holding off that number 13 of Blake Gordon after 168 laps here at Pensacola's Five Flag Speedway at the Ghostfire Media Company.
Company, huh?
Company.
Is that what we're known as now?
Well, we are a company, I guess. Broadcast company.
Here's something else.
Well, yeah, I guess I could have said, hey, now look at this. Blake Gordon's got a great run this time. Going to try to make it stick this time. He's on the very bottom of the track. Will it stick? No, it did not stick, and he's going to have to follow back in tow with Michael Stroll. But the one thing is, will Michael Stroll stay there until the very end of this tire run? Will he have to come in prior to lap 200? That's the big question right now. What do you think there, Nicholas?
I think I think Blake's new tires are going to get him eventually here. There's still 28 laps to go. It looks like the tires are definitely starting to go away. He's up the track again. Here comes Blake to the inside. Blake doesn't have it yet, though. Down the front stretch into 1 and 2. I think if Michael can continue to roll the outside, he might be safe.
That's what I'm wondering. Maybe he's safe, but this time looks like Blake's going to try the power move on the outside. Let's see if it sticks up there. But Michael goes and blocks his momentum. This time Gordon dives down low again, going to try to make it stick down there. It doesn't. He looks high.
There he goes this
high.
time. Maybe.
Maybe not.
No.
Maybe. Nope.
He needs to
Once
be more
again.
alongside of him going into the corner, I think.
Yeah.
Just not enough momentum into the corner. I mean, because he can hold so much more speed. He can roll the outside a lot better than Blake can roll the inside, it looks like Michael can. And unless Blake can push Michael up the track just a little in the corner, I don't think he's going to be able to make that pass stick yet.
It doesn't look like Blake just can't get to that right rear quarter panel enough to make something happen. He gets right up on the back of the bumper, but that's as far as he's got.
Yeah, it seems like he's just there, right on the edge of being able to get under him, but he's being held up right now by Michael, and that's allowing the number 8 of Braxton DeWeese to really get there, and Braxton has moved up 19 spots since the beginning of this race.
Yeah, DeWeese is right there. He's only 2 car lengths back behind Blake Gordon. So Gordon, unless he starts getting something happening here, he might have a trunk full of that number 8 behind him. Ooh, Gordon gets a little squirrely there as he came off the turn. Turn number 4. Now they'll go down the back straightaway. Will Gordon try this time? Nope, he'll have to just single file as they make their way across the line. Lap 180 is in the books. 20 laps until we have a competition caution for tires. We
And
know
that-
that Michael Stroll pitted early last time, so we'll have to wait and see what happens.
Don't forget, we're going to give away another $95 at the next caution.
$95. Wow. Somebody's going to have almost 100 G's in their pocket. Caution. Caution. We got a car around. Looks like
It's
John Gordon.
John Gordon around in the wall right in front of the leaders. That could have been big.
Well, Blake was hoping he'd drift up in front of Scroll, and Blake was able to get around him.
John looks like he just lost it in 3 and 4 and just stuck on the inside wall. Yeah, that could have been big.
That could have been him. Kind of looked like a loser, kind of like his
Oh, here come the pit stops. Michael
Redskins
Stroll dumped right in.
Washington
Braxton
team.
DeWeese stayed out. Braxton
DeWeese.
DeWeese stayed out.
Wow.
Interesting. I'll have to keep an eye on that. I mean, it has been really hard for anybody to pass tonight. Once you get in the lead, it's been hard for people to pass. So we'll see if maybe that's why. See who wins the race off of pit road here. It's going to be Blake Gordon.
Wow.
Blake Gordon, Dan Witt, then Michael Stroll. These guys. Oh, man, there was some contact. There was some contact exiting the pits here. What happened? Oh, there was a stack up.
Mm-hmm.
Exiting the pits there. Well, we're going to pull up the leader, Braxton DeWeese. Where is he? There he is. Braxton, you got Nick and Randy up in the booth. You got a copy, sir?
Yes, sir, I do.
All right, well, you've had a quiet race. You've been able to move up 21 spots from your starting position to 22nd. Sitting currently the leader here with 115 laps to go. How you feeling?
I'm feeling pretty good. Car feels pretty good. I'm a lot more confident. I feel like I've learned a lot the first half of this race, moving up through the field. But I'm really glad where we're at. I kind of feel like we should have pitted there, but I kind of said to myself before the race that I wanted to pit at the comp cautions, lap 100 and 200, and then go from there with one set of tires. So we're going with that, and we'll see if we can pull it off.
All right, well, it looks
Good
like
luck,
we're going to
ma'am.
be going back green here, so we'll put you back down there in your team channel, and good luck, sir.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
That was Braxton DeWeese, currently the leader, started 22nd, currently sitting in first, up 21 spots. He's currently in the position to take home another $25 for being the Dunright Construction Hard Charger of the race. That still has another 115 laps to be shown. But at the moment, as the restart here, Blake Gordon gets to the inside. Carl Henderson, he's going to take that second spot away. Set his sights on the driver with 80-lap-old tires. And Braxton DeWeese, the 3.
DeWeese tries to hold off the 13 of Gordon. Gordon was not able to make it stick down there to get around that 8 car. He'll tuck in behind him this time. DeWeese will drift high. Gordon will get a great run down on the bottom with brand new tires. They're going to be side by side. Door handle to door
Blake's
handle.
loose. Blake's big loose.
Big time loose, but it did not slow his momentum that much. We got caution on the track
The caution is
right
out.
now.
Blake Zede, Brandon Bernhardt. Looks like an Endeavor Racing incident here. We'll take a look. Brandon was on the inside of the 18 of Josh Laston. Gets really loose into the corner, keeps it off of Josh, but he can't keep it off his teammate
Oh,
of Brandon
man.
Bernhardt. And then,
Big
and
hit.
John Gordon. Man, they killed each other in that corner.
And it looked like Kevin Haas got a little piece of that as well.
×3 for Team Endeavor. Well, Randy, I'm feeling a little generous. I want to give away some money. You want to give away $95, Randy Pepper?
Right now?
Yeah.
I thought we were going to do it at lap 200.
We've had so many cautions.
I know, but let's go lap 200. Let's just wait. I know you're antsy, but I think we need to wait.
I'm antsy to give away some money.
I know, but not quite yet. Wait till 200.
What the producer says we do, so we wait, even though I'm the producer. Oh, man.
All right, lap 191. We only got a few more laps, so once we get there, we'll do it. All right,
Well-
so at 200, when we get the competition caution, we'll give away some money.
At the start of the race, Randy, you talked about a couple of things, right? Patience.
I did.
Keep the car clean. Throttle control. Pit exit really hasn't been anything.
Well, no, we had that stack up.
We did.
There
But
was
the-
a little bit of something in the pit road.
The number
but-
one thing that I think that people haven't listened to that you said at the start of the race was throttle control.
Yes,
That has been completely non-existent.
yes.
And keeping the car clean for most of these guys hasn't been that hard, but there are a few of them out there who have absolutely no car left. But look at the rebound for Carl Henderson. I mean, the number 31, the ugly sweater number 31 restarted way at the back of the pack, just 100, like maybe 50, 60 laps ago when he spun out. And he was 2 laps down. Now he's third.
Doing a heck of a job in that 31.
It's a good rebound right there for number 31 of Carl Henderson. We're going to actually
Yep.
look really quick at another driver who had some issues early on in the race, who hasn't really been able to bounce back from them too much so far. I'm sorry, he didn't have any issues, but he's fallen back so far. He's Josh Laston. He was up there a little further earlier. He was about 8th, 7th, 8th. He's at 4th at one point. He's sitting back in 10th right now. Where he's going to restart is on the outside line in the 5th lane on the outside. So keep an eye on Josh. We're actually going to watch his in-car here on this restart along with the battle for the lead so we can see what that cluster muck in the middle of the pack is going to look like here when we come go green.
Ace truck is bringing the field around. He'll pull off. Here we go with Blake Gordon down low. Gordon will get a great run as he'll pull out to a 1-2-3 car length lead over Michael Stroll. Stroll has got a trunk full of that 31 of Carl Henderson. Henderson trying to reel him in, but he'll have to tuck in line as they make their way around. As you watch Josh Laston work that wheel, and we've got caution once
is
again
out again.
on. Wow.
This time it's Sean Carmody.
Wow, our outside pole setter.
Another Endeavor Racing car is taking himself. Oh, he got a little help from Adam Wood.
Yeah, Adam Wood.
Track. Big slide. A little bit of damage. Not much, just a little.
Yep, just a little bit. Adam gave him the tip, kind of like Josh Laston gave Adam the tip the other
Hey,
night.
Randy, you're in charge for a minute.
Okay. So under caution after 197 laps here at Five Flag Speedway, Pensacola, Florida. We are in the southernmost part of the state of Florida. The southern, actually, now I say southern, the northwest part of Florida. I don't know why I said southern. I'm actually a little farther southern, more south than Pensacola. So Pensacola, if you don't know where that's at, that's up near where Hurricane, I think Michael went through up there in Panama City. It's not far from there. So that's where this little tiny track is. It's been Michael Stroll most of the time. If he's not been leading, it's been our current leader, Blake Gordon, in that number 13. Endeavor Racing, one of our hosts tonight with the most for tonight's race. 198 laps now. We'll get the competition caution here at lap 200. I wonder if they're going to throw it here because we've just had this caution here, lap 199. This is going to be interesting to see if this actually gets thrown here as we're under caution during where the competition caution would have been. So, I'd like to thank you for watching tonight on the Ghost Fire Media network of racing. We've got racing here several times a night. Right now we're in the off season, but we do have one night. Wednesday nights you can watch myself and Nick Adams call all the action from the Sim 500 League. So that is on Wednesday night. We start that one around almost 9 o'clock. So good league, a lot of good racing in that. So the lights are out at lap 100. We're going to go back to green flag racing with Blake Gordon down low, Michael Stroll on his outside. Pace truck will pull off, and here we go. Will Gordon go on green? There he goes. Wham, he's on the gas, and out he goes by 1-2 car lengths over Stroll. Stroll running that outside groove as the number 94 is right there behind him. And it's a good battle between him and the number 2 for that third position. That could be a three-way battle here in a second as Gordon just pulls away, making short order cook work of Stroll. This is the biggest lead we've seen by anyone tonight.
It is. It definitely is.
And we did not get a competition caution, I guess. Oh, there's a caution.
We did it. We did it 195. They said they could change it because if they had a caution. Carl Henderson is going around. Let's see what happened to Carl here. Oh, on the exit of 4. And Carl with big damage.
Was having a good night, and now not so good.
Well, Randy, because we're under caution, we're up 204. We're going to give away some money.
Yep, let's give away some money.
The winner of the optional entry raffle or entry fee raffle. The only way you were eligible for this is if you paid the entry fee. So, the man who is leaving tonight, $95, I believe, richer is what this looks like. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 19. Yep, $95 richer.
Who is it?
He is on our screens now.
Hey,
Ed
it's
Springer.
Ed Springer.
The South Carolina native Ed Springer leaving tonight with $95.
Wow.
So congratulations, Ed. You win the optional entry fee.
And how did he get that?
He was there was names and a hat that paid the entry fee. I pulled out a name, and Ed's name was the one in the hat.
Wow. Where you go, Ed?
Congratulations to Ed Springer. Number
We got any
16.
more money to give away?
We don't. Well, we do. We do. But we won't know the winners of those until the end of the race.
All right, so we got nothing left. No more money we got to give away until the very end of the race. So, can't believe Big Ed's got some money now.
Congratulations
he
to Ed
sends-
Springer.
I hope he sends me a Kwanzaa gift.
Oh, boy.
And maybe a Christmas gift and a Hanukkah gift and a George Washington gift and a, let's see, what other holidays do I have? President's Day gift and a bad
Randy,
sweater
you're a
gift.
Yutz. You are a Yutz. I almost called you a Shiksa, but that's not what you are. You're a Yutz.
Mazel tov to you too.
You're definitely a Yutz.
Don't be such a smuck.
A smuck. You mean schmuck?
Schmuck. Don't be such a Jaime.
Oh, shut it, you.
Hey, I can say that. I grew up Jewish.
Of course you do.
I did. Look at my last name. It's Pepper.
Because that means...
I mean, it's Pepper. Pepper's Jewish. Hey, we're Green Flag Racing, guys. And look at that. Just like that. Wham, bam. Thank you, ma'am. Jeff Gordon, or Blake Gordon, jumps out like a Jeff Gordon. We got a car around.
And
We got
it's Boomer
several cars.
Logan. Boomer Logan's around. Oh, we got a big one. Big one on the backstretch.
That's what I said. We got a major big one. Several cars
Yeah,
around.
We got problems.
Boom, boom, out go the lights.
All right, let's see what happened here. Boomer Logan. He started on the outside of the second row, went off into turn 1. Adam Wood and him just came right
Ooh,
together.
Adam Wood gave him the tip.
And everybody missed him. Let's go to Adam Wood, see what happened with Adam, though, in the exit. So Adam, off the track, gets into him on the exit of the corner, goes down to the apron, that sends him around. Oh, right in front of the pack. Oh,
Wow.
man.
Oh, Adam got some
Mike
major
Burgess
damage.
Mike Burgess had nowhere to go.
And
neither did
Kevin
Kevin
Haas.
Haas. Let's watch that one more time from Adam Wood's perspective. So pow right there. And then pow right up in front of Mike Burgess.
Oh, wham bam. Thank you,
Here's
ma'am.
Blake Zede. Blake Zede is going to pound the back of Mike Burgess here in a minute. Boom. And then here's Kevin Haas. He's going to pound Adam Wood. Oh. A little bit of damage on that car.
I haven't seen that much pounding since Boner Jams 99.
Since what?
If anybody got that reference, give me the comments. Let me know where that came from.
Did you say Boner Jams 99?
Yeah.
Some of the things you say should be illegal.
It's a comment from a movie. What movie was it in?
I have no idea. Space Jam?
No, it was in a movie.
Oh, man.
It's a great movie, by the way. It's a really good movie. Hopefully somebody got that reference because it's a great movie. But there was some pretty good pounding. I'm telling you, those guys are pounding on old Adam Wood for sure. So, just made me think of that movie. Pace car or Pace truck has turned the lights out. And we will go back to Green Flag Racing as the field lines up 2 by 2, side by side. Window net to window net and lug nut to lug nut. Here we go.
If I make a t-shirt with Randy Pepper standing behind a car just saying just the tip, would somebody buy it?
I bet they would. Here we go. Green flag is out as we watch Blake Gordon pull away by 1, 2, 3 car lengths over Michael Stroll. And then it's another 2 back to Roberts. Roberts trying to make some moves here in the late stages of the race. 215 laps are down as we've got some good racing in the back of the pack as well. A lot of guys are moving around, and we got caution out on the track once again.
Like there might be an incident in turns 1 and 2. Let's see if we can find out what happened here. I don't know what happened. Oh, there it is, Sean Carmody.
Sean Carmody again.
Good save, though.
Man, that was a really good
Him
save.
and Braxton DeWeese came together.
I'm really actually shocked that the caution actually came out for that. So
Well,
we started this race just after 5 o'clock.
it's
and
about
it is 7:50.
7:53. What time is it in the sim? It's
7
5:02.
5:02.
So the sun maybe won't set here before we finish.
It's
But-
been trying to set for a long time.
Randy, we only had one, and the lights are on. The lights are on.
Yeah, the lights are actually on, yeah.
Oh, we only had one commercial break so far tonight. Randy Pepper, let's make that 2. We'll be right back here with you in 30 seconds.
All right.
For 20 years, the Guitar Attic has been your home for used and vintage guitars in the Daytona Beach area and at GuitarAttic.com. The Guitar Attic is your home for used and vintage guitars. Whether you're looking for that collector's piece or that beginner piece, they've got you covered. With names like Fender, Gibson, Gretsch, Ibanez, Martin, Taylor, and much, much more, the Guitar Attic has all the guitars you need. And bass players, they haven't forgot about you. They've got all the top names. Amplifiers from Friedman, Victoria, Fender, Boss, and many, many more. They also have the largest selection of used pedals anywhere in the Southeast. The Guitar Attic, located at 1672.5 Ridgewood Avenue, just north of Flomish in Holly Hill, Florida. Also, check us out online at guitarattic.com.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Endeavor Derby here on the Ghost Fire Media Network here at the beautiful Five Flags Speedway. Here tonight is a balmy 79 degrees with a 29% humidity, cloudy with 7-mile-an-hour winds from the west here in Pensacola, Florida. The sun is setting, the lights are on, the tempers are going to flare. We're coming to 70.
Michael Stroll just blinked out. I hope his connection is not going away. As pace truck is off, Blake Gordon is off to the running as he jumps out to a 2-car length lead over the 38 of Michael Stroll. Then it's another 2 back to the number 2 of Roberts. And Roberts is by himself, and then it's the number 99 of Dan Witt back there battling with his teammates.
Oh, we got a car in the wall, Mike Burgess.
Big time.
They're stacking up in the front stretch. Brandon Bernhardt's in it. We got cars on the roof.
One
Josh
car's
Laston.
over.
Carl Henderson's around. Josh Laston's on his roof.
Wow.
Oh, man. Look at Josh Laston. Him and Carl down the racetrack. Wow, I wish we would have saw him flipping in live. That would have been awesome.
Boy, that would have been really crazy.
Wow. Well, folks, let's go on board the gyro cam. If you're squeamish, don't stay here. Oh, Carl got oh, and there it is. Oh. That's a sick view.
That felt like the Velocicoaster at Universal Studios Orlando.
Let's see what really happened here, though. I think it started up a little bit further in front of them. Oh, it looks like Mike Burgess at the wall.
Yeah, Mike Burgess.
I think it's Brandon Bernhardt might have got turned in front of him. Brandon, Ziti, they're all up there. Brandon turned down on Tim St. Jean. Carl had nowhere to go. Josh had nowhere to go. One more time here. There goes Brandon, turned left into the wall, the number 94. Boomer Logan. I don't know what DW was doing there.
Not really sure. But actually, Tim St. Jean actually had a good run getting through that. If you watch his car watching him go through that.
I don't know what DW was doing there. He could have definitely turned left a lot earlier.
Yeah.
Let's watch Tim St. Jean. But Tim St. Jean didn't have a good time going through it. Tim St. Jean was like
in the middle of it, but he actually got through it somehow. Gets a little piece right there, but then everything goes around him and he goes around it.
Let's go on board Carl Henderson. Carl would have been fine
if he hadn't got hit by DW.
Well, let's go on board Josh one final time because it's an interesting view. Oh. Unfortunate for Carl Henderson, though, because he was halfway recovered from everything earlier. And
now his car's being messed up.
Yeah.
Yeah. His car's messed up. Josh Laston's car.
Look at Josh. Oh, no, that's
The roof is all
yeah.
roof is caved in on it.
Pace car is off. 72 to go, and the green flag is back in the air.
Green flag back in the air as Blake Gordon resumes his position. Out front by 2-3 car lengths over Michael Stroll. Stroll trying to run him down as that Roberts car.
Tim St. Jean up the track. St. Jean up the track going backwards a little bit. We'll keep an eye on him.
St. Jean had a little bit of damage from that last wreck, so who knows? There might be a little toe in, toe out problem with that car. It might not drive the same as it did before. One guy's car is driving just fine. That's Michael Stroll, as Stroll now closing in on the back bumper of that 13 car, Blake Gordon, as cars out once again.
And it's Kevin Haas, Cody Mitchell, and John Gordon are involved in this one. Want to thank the GFM drone cam once again, powered by the Guitar Addict. Oh, Mike Burgess.
Wow.
Oh, it's a big one. What happened here? Cody Mitchell was spinning
Cody
all
Mitchell
by
got loose.
himself. And
then they pounded
there
into
was
him.
Calamity behind him, though. What in the world?
I can see what happened with Mike Gordon, or Mike Burgess.
Mike Burgess got really loose out of 2, came down the track. That's what started his. Oh, man. Let's go aboard Carl Henderson. Oh, Carl just on the brakes big time. Let's watch one more time from back here for Carl. She's the Calamity in front of him. Throttle, throttle, brakes, throttle, throttle, and then gone. That's just. Wow, what did Josh Laston see there? Wow.
Wow. That's for sure. Wow is for sure.
Once again, we want to thank the Guitar Addict for providing us the batteries for this drone camera this week. The drone camera was actually shot down over our last racetrack. Somebody thought it was the CIA trying to invade their privacy, so they shot down our drone camera. We had to go to Best Buy this time. Walmart was out of stock. We keep buying them and they keep getting broken. Had to go to Best Buy. Got a nice little drone camera for a low price of $1,600. Hopefully this one lasts us a while.
I hope so. I can't afford to keep putting that money out.
Randy Pepper hasn't paid his employees in 3 weeks because of all these drone cameras.
No, I haven't.
He had to take out a
I
loan.
need them right now. Inventory time of the year.
He had to take out a loan, mortgage his house. Spending too much money.
I
on
actually
drone
had to
cameras.
put up, but I actually had to cut the neighbor's tree next door down so I could have a Christmas tree.
Did you start an OnlyFans yet? I heard that was happening.
Yeah, I did.
Randy Peck.
Randy Peckers. Why do you want to call me such a pecker?
You can look up Randy Pepper on OnlyFans. It's Randy Peckers. He's
Randy's
pick-
big pecker.
he-
Randy's big pepper.
He's picking something, but it's not a guitar.
All right, pace truck is off. I keep
Oh,
saying,
oh,
he's
they're
stacking
wrecking.
them up.
Big wreck,
oh,
big
and
wreck,
around goes
big
Dan
one right
Wood
at the
to come
start.
out.
Oh,
And that
my.
That was all
That's-
Gordon.
that
Gordon
started
just
at the,
didn't
that
go.
started at the front.
Yeah, Gordon, he slid the tires around and they didn't go.
That started right at the front.
Yep.
Oh, no, I think Michael Stroll might have jumped it a little.
Yep. That's exactly what happened.
Michael Stroll was trying to...
Anticipate.
Maybe Blake... Let's see. Did Blake... I think it might have been a... Hold on. Ow. I believe there might have been some games in that restart. Michael tried to tried to get a little bit of an advantage, and it just caused this big pile up. One more time. Let's see if we can see what happened here. I think Dan Witt gets the worst of this.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Oh, Boomer Logan.
Oh, he got some too.
And then Boomer and Dan. Well then.
Well, I can tell you this: the Palmetto team, besides the 16 of Ed Springer, have not had a good
Yeah, but
night.
remember, Dan
Well, I
won-
guess
won
Dan
50
Witten.
bucks, so.
Yeah, that's right. Dan's had a good night because he got money, and Ed Springer got money. But Kevin
hey, they
Haas,
won $145 over at Palmetto. You know what they should invest in?
Bitcoin,
Yes.
little cryptocurrency.
Should invest. They should invest heavily in this amazing coin called Shiba.
Shiba.
I bought $20 worth of it, and if it ever hits $1 or even a penny, I'll be loaded.
You'll be loaded. You won't have to do any more broadcasts.
No, I'll be
for
doing
the, Ghost
I'll be
Fire
doing
Media?
broadcast. I'll be buying Ghost Fire Media from Adam Wood and making this thing a conglomerate, and quitting my other job. But no, if it ever hit, this is how good Shiba is right now, right? If it hits a penny, I'll have $555,000.
Wow.
If it hits $1, I'll be a billionaire.
Billionaire. I know. I've got to get some Shiba. That's for sure.
I'll be a billion. It's the perfect time to buy, even if it never hits. If it only hits like 4 or 5 cents, you're still gonna make millions.
Yeah.
Just because of how small the coin is right now. It's a
Yeah.
good investment.
I got to buy some Shiba. Yeah.
Crypto is a great investment. I know a lot of people who have retired in their 20s or their 30s because of crypto.
Well, the pace truck has retired and left
it
off
is
the
dark out
field.
here.
Here we go. The lights are out on the track.
Are they
as
on?
Blake, yeah, they're on.
Where are
As
they?
Blake
Only on the
Gordon-
front stretch?
Yeah, front stretch and back stretch.
Good
Just
God.
a couple light. Yep. Blake
First
Gordon
thing I'll do
pulling
is I'll
away
come
by
down to
one.
5 flags and put some lights in.
There's actually more. It's really dark off of turn 1 and 2. Then we got one light in the back. Then there's no lights in turn 3 and
I think
4.
there's one light in turn 4. I think they
Yeah,
turned
one
the
light.
headlights on the trucks.
Then we got a few lights on the front stretch.
Do they turn the headlights on the trucks? Is that what they do?
I have
It's
no
dark,
idea what
man.
It is dark. There's no doubt about it. This is one track I never called a race at. It's a little too far for me to drive to. Used to do Bradenton, and that was
Does it
pretty
even
far. It was
exist
about
anymore?
3 hours for me. This track? I don't know. Let's find out.
I don't think 5 Flags exists anymore. I think they tore it down.
By the way, while we're sitting here, let's talk about some football scores today. The Steelers were over the Ravens, 20 to 19.
Hold on, I have a sound. Ready? Da-na-na, da-na-na. You are listening to the Ghost Fire Media Network, and this is the Ghost Fire Media Sports Minute.
That's right. The Seahawks defeated the 49ers 30 to 23. The Buccaneers over the Falcons 30 to 17, upping their record and being one of the top contenders for the playoffs right now. The Cardinals, who has the best record in the NFL, 33 to 22 over the Bears. It was the Chargers rebounding after the Bengals started coming back. They won that game by 41 to 22. The Vikings lost to the first-time winners in over a year. The Lions defeated the Vikings 29 to 27. The Giants lost to the Dolphins.
Caution is out. The caution is out.
Hey, by the way, the Dolphins are one of the hottest teams in the NFL
Yeah,
right now.
screw the
They've won
Dolphins.
6 in a row.
Cody Mitchell has gone around. Cody Mitchell was fighting with Adam Wood and Ed
He
Springer.
couldn't see.
They went off in a 1 and 2, and he just couldn't see. He couldn't see.
Couldn't
Adam
see.
couldn't see him there. Whoa! That one is painful.
That was bad, and that hurt. You can tell by the smoke.
Oof. Keep an eye. He's able to get it moving. Cody is okay. Da-na-na, da-na-na. This is Ben,
You want-
a Ghostfire Media sports update.
Yeah,
Now returning
absolutely.
you to your regularly scheduled programming.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to pause 5 seconds for station identification here on the Ghostfire Media Network.
You've been watching the Ghostfire Media Network broadcast of the Endeavor Derby 300 from Five Flags Speedway.
The following broadcast is not allowed to be resyndicated, recorded, or redistributed without the written approval of Ghostfire Media and its entities. We return you to your Ghostfire Media race. Welcome back here to the Ghostfire Media Media Network and the Endeavor Derby here at Five Flags Speedway with your leader Blake Gordon, Michael Stroll sitting in second, Braxton DeWeese in third. He's putting his name, man. He's trying to put his name on the Done Right Construction Hard Charger Award tonight, which gets you $25. 25 smackaroonies. You know what you can buy for $25?
Dude, you know this track. This is. Why did I even say that? I don't think that track is around. That's where they actually have the snowball derby.
Five Flags?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, that is. That's right. Five Flags is around. They really need to put some more damn lights in here.
Yeah.
You have the actual snowball derby, yet you can't afford lights?
Sure they can.
Cheap schmucks. What, does SMI own them? No, you know, we can't afford lights. You know, listen.
I reckon.
Listen.
We don't need lights.
I don't think we need any lights. I mean, they can put on clear visors. They don't need lights. Screw
it
them
reminds me of
lights.
working Newstorm Speedway with Robert Hart the same way. We don't need lights. They can see their way around track. We got 2 lights out here. That's good enough. They'll make the way around track.
You know what? Turn the headlights on in the safety truck. They'll be fine. Tower we can't see. Turn the high beams on. They'll be fine.
And that pace truck has pulled off. Here we go. Green flag racing. As Blake Gordon pulls out to a 1-2 Carling lead, and Michael Stroll feeling the heat from that number 8.
Braxton got big loose out of 2, though. He's
He
falling
did,
right back
yeah,
into
he
Sean
had something,
Carmody.
Yeah. Unfortunately, he had a great run going there, but he's going to fall back to Sean Carmody. Sean Carmody's had an up and down night.
Yeah, he is.
That's one guy for sure. He's been up, he's been down, he's been up, he's been down.
Hey, it's not as bad as
But-
Josh Lassen, who's been up, down, and on his roof.
That's true. 257 laps are in the books of 300. So the laps are winding down. If these guys can keep it green for the next few laps, this thing will go by in a hurry. But we'll have to just wait and see. Will we get out of here before 9 o'clock? Or will we not? Caution is out.
You know, Randy, can you just be quiet, please, about the cautions? Kevin Haas, Will Roberts have gone around. Let's see if we can see what happened. Kevin Haas was battling with the number 89 and Cody Mitchell. Cody Mitchell got into the quarter panel of him, and Will Roberts went around trying to avoid it. Will Roberts, woo, look at that 360 by the number 2.
Roberts was having a good race earlier.
Oh, Kevin Haas misjudged.
There's a wall there.
He misjudged the turning of the left.
Obviously thought he had
Well,
a minivan.
so Braxton DeWeese is making an interesting,
Pit stop.
and I would say misjudged pit stop here.
I'm not really sure why he stopped to pit.
40 laps to go. I don't know if it's enough time. Tires, we haven't gone green enough to need new tires. I don't know. I feel like that's just, I don't know.
I mean,
don't
we
know.
watched Stroll, who did it earlier on, and
Yeah, but he was
it made a
much
little bit
fur-
of a difference,
he
but
was
not
much
that
further
much.
up the pack, though.
Yeah, he was.
He was in 7th when he came out of the pits. Braxton DeWeese is going to be sitting in 13th. Be the next to last car in the lead lap. I mean, I don't agree with this strategy here.
No, I don't either.
It could work for him. It really could.
I mean, if he's just hoping to get a top 5 or something like that, but I mean, the big picture is just trying to get the win tonight. I mean, you've got $150 on the line for the winner.
Not just that, he was in perfect position. Perfect position.
Maybe he didn't think those tires were helping.
To make another $25 tonight. You get the Done Right Construction Hard Charger Award, but that now looks like it might go to Ed Sprenger, who's sitting in. Ed could easily leave here tonight with $115.
Wow.
Now, if you're just joining us, we're going to catch you up. Michael Stroll, earlier tonight, was able to win the Halfway Hero Blake Ziti Streaming Contingency Award. That got him another $25. He led at lap 150. Best paint scheme of the evening. Well, that went to the number 98, Boomer Logan. Number 94, sorry, Boomer Logan. Doesn't look like the best paint scheme anymore, but I promise it was earlier. The Right Place, Right Time Award. That went to, where is he? You know what? It was Braxton DeWeese.
It was.
It was. It's Braxton DeWeese. Braxton DeWeese won that as well earlier. Josh Laston is definitely not winning the clean race of the night award, that's for sure.
No, he won't win that. As Blake Gordon pulls away by 2 car lengths over Michael Stroll. That's another 1 car length back to Sean Comedy. Sean Comedy falling back now 3-4 car lengths back behind the Michael Stroll car. Michael Stroll trying to reel in the Blake Gordon car. They're single file for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 positions right now. And then we've got a Hornet's Nest back behind them as a host of cars trying to move and shake their way through the field. Here at 5 flags, and that's going to bring out a caution once again.
And Dan Witt has gone around. He was fighting with Cody Mitchell here. Got on the bottom of the racetrack right in front of Josh Laston. Man, oh man. Woo! Let's go on board Braxton DeWeese. I think he might need a new pair of pants. Oh, he has some damage on his car. Well, that's unfortunate. He's up to 8th.
That's going to hurt. As he's, trying to make his way back up there.
He's up to 12th. He is the number 8.
Jump for Checkatage. Hi, kids.
Kiss my ass.
I love you. You love me. I'm flying out the window, looking at the window. Up so very high. Who was I doing?
Barney the Child. Nah, never mind.
Absolutely, it's Barney.
Barney.
Being your age, you probably remember watching Barney when you were a kid.
Barney the Child Predator.
He was not a child predator.
I mean, every person, except for one, I think, that got in that suit was charged with child molestation. Just saying.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Serious? Oh boy.
The Barney suit was like cursed.
Oh, look at that little girl.
I really think when they hired the people to play Barney, they just went to the local playground, found a guy with a black van with no windows, and said, "You're hired."
White van, not black. It's always the white van.
Hey. White or black, we don't discriminate on the color of the van.
It's white, trust me.
It's white with, no, it usually has windows, but they have the old classic blinds on them or the shades.
Yeah.
And it always has some sort of eat, pray, love sticker on the thing somewhere.
And then like the locks on the outside of the van, so you can't open the door from the inside.
Yeah. The locks on the outside.
We have
of
them
the van.
actually. I hate to say it, but Florida we have those vans all over the place because they have trafficking all over the place down here. So we see those vans a lot.
Yeah, that's why you don't go near one.
Oh no, I'm
Randy's
not going there.
you know what, Randy likes candy. So if you really want to kidnap a celebrity, just call Randy Pepper and say, "Hey, Randy, I got some free candy in my van behind the Guitar Addict," and Randy will be there in 2 minutes.
I'll
Now,
go.
knowing where the Guitar Addict is, it probably wouldn't be candy. It'd probably be meth. But close enough.
Yeah,
Some
I've got
peop-
meth. It's a prostitute or something at least.
Hey, for some people, meth is candy.
Yes,
See,
absolutely.
this is what happens after 271
Definitely in
laps.
Daytona.
We lose our filter and we just go crazy.
Yeah. After 271 laps, what do you expect? All right, so we are back to Green Flag Racing as Blake Gordon once again jumps out to a quick lead. 1, 2, 3 car lengths over Michael Stroll. Stroll tucks in, and Comedy tucks in behind him. There's single file for the first 4 cars. And then once again, we've got a hornet's nest and a host of characters behind them trying to make some positions. So far, so good. No caution so far. That's Michael Stroll now starting to make his car a little faster, trying to make his way up to try to get around that 13 car. And
big
he's
loose.
overdriving big time. Stroll looking low. He'll look to the high side. He'll look low. He'll look high. He'll look every way he can to try to get around at number 13. 26 laps. We got a car in the
there
wall.
goes Josh Laston around. Josh Laston went around. All on his onesies. And that,
I believe he said that's enough. Because he got towed to the pits.
that might be the end for Josh Laston.
Yeah, I'm believing that's the end of the race. As he's looking around in the cockpit going, where's my beer?
I'm
Where's
guessing,
my liquor?
I'm guessing he's not actually looking around. What I think he's doing, he's probably taking it off.
Yep. Trying to figure out, where's my beer?
Oh, you know what? There's no better time than the present.
That's right.
Hey, Josh, Nick, and Randy up in the booth. You got a copy?
Why you guys gotta bring my misery into the booth?
So
Did
what
you
I-
get your... I was predicting that you were probably reaching for the bottle right about now.
No, I'm out.
Oh,
Well,
we
exactly,
get
you're reaching for the bottle.
We get a secondary view.
What, me sitting there with my VR headset, not quite there? Here, I'll give you
Yeah,
the
you're
better one.
you're looking over the track
There you go.
from high
There you go.
above.
Look at this helicopter.
Yeah, that's great. High
I'm
above
gonna
the
puke.
track.
I'm gonna puke. Well, Josh. Well, the first 175 laps were great, and then
It's a good race until it wasn't.
And then, do you remember this?
I don't know.
Do you
I'm
remember?
not watching you guys.
You remember
Okay,
this?
do you remember?
This is when it
like-
went downhill. This right here is when it went really downhill.
He got up in the wall and over he went and did a flipper.
Oh,
That's-
yeah.
That's when it really
Yeah.
went downhill.
Yeah, I'm aware.
How's Carl doing?
Laughing at me right now, but
Oh, okay.
I mean, he wanted a top 10 from the night, and that's where he's sitting, but he has a few things that he is definitely afraid are gonna end up causing some issues.
What are those? Can you tell us?
No, I don't think he wants to tell us.
All right. Let me ask you something. Josh, you were out there. Who's going to win this race?
Honestly, I can't go against Blake because we have so many cautions, and it's so hard to pass on a restart.
My emotions tell me Michael's story.
It's just where Blake is. We see where we're starting and the pace car going off, and literally right there. That's why I think it's going to be Blake. Blake gets a great jump.
He did get a great jump. He jumped out to a 1-2-3-4 Carlink lead. And Sean Comedy looking to try to get around Stroll. Stroll's going to have to pull it down to the bottom of the track and tuck in behind Gordon as they go down the back straightaway. Or actually down the front straightaway, excuse me. I'm watching, there's some, they are,
we got
got caution again.
Another caution. Another car around.
I knew that was coming.
I think it might be the other CCR car.
It was Mr. Carl Henderson.
Gift wrapping.
I'm pretty sure the ugly sweater got a little uglier. Yep, him and Dan. What in the
Dan Witt.
world?
Oh,
What in the world?
looks like Dan Wood just overdrove the turn.
Did Dan Witt's brakes go out?
It looked that way.
I'm just, yeah, that one, I've got nothing for that.
What in the world?
Dan figures he's already got some money. He doesn't have to worry about anything.
Well, yeah, I mean, he already won $50, but come on. Comes out of 4. He's under the number 94 of Boomer, and then just, I don't know where he was going.
He just saw a little bobble from Carl right there and decided, you know what? This is probably the only opportunity I'm going to have, and tried to take it.
Well, you know, Josh, so Carl doesn't kill anybody. We're going to send you back to him.
Yeah, I'm going to go try to talk him off a ledge here.
All right. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, gents.
So while Josh Laston tries to stop Carl Henderson from committing third-degree attempted murder, premeditated murder, because Carl has a temper just as bad as me. We're going to talk about the next 16 laps. Randy, in the next 16 laps, how many cautions do you imagine we're going to have?
16 laps, 16 cautions.
Well, no, we lose about.
I'm just kidding.
We lose 4 laps per caution.
I'm going to say we'll probably have at least another.
3.
I'll say 4.
Well, folks, if you've. It was nice. It was nice seeing everybody tonight. It was a great race. We're gonna go ahead and end the stream here. No, I'm kidding.
No, just kidding.
Kidding.
I'll let you read about it online to figure out who won the race.
Let's see what Josh Laston is looking at. Josh is looking at the field going around in a big circle.
The Josh Laston chopper cam.
It looks like we got some traffic on I-93. So there might be an accident around exit 4. And it's backing us all up to exit 6 here. It's about, if you're heading to the city, if you're heading to Daytona, it's going to be an extra 25 minutes in your commute today. Well, thank you.
We got a spill out on I-95 today. It looks like
we say thank
got
you
a
to Josh.
misspill out here.
We say thank you to Josh for providing the chopper cam.
All right, so the Pace Truck's lights are out. He'll pull off as we go side by side. Once again, back to the line.
They did it
Michael
again.
Stroll trying to
got a better
anticipate, but
jump.
did not work that
enough.
time.
Yeah, almost happened again. They almost stacked the whole field up.
Yep. That time, at least, it did
Oh,
not happen.
we got another spinner.
dinner.
Cody Mitchell's around, and this is a big
Oh.
one. This is a big one.
Oh,
Oh,
that's
my
it for Carl
goodness.
Henderson.
Oh my goodness.
What in the world happened?
world? Well, let's start here with Cody. Cody was on the outside of Will. And Will got turned, and he turned Braxton DeWeese, and then he went around, and the track got blocked, and now we'll go to Will, and what happened with Will Roberts. So Will got into Braxton DeWeese. That turned him. Then there's just nowhere to go. Carl on his roof. Yep. That was the end for Carl. Let's see what happened to Kevin Haas. Kevin was on the outside of Carl, so I'm going to assume he gets involved in this just as much as Carl. And boom, spinning. Oof.
You realize the only 2 guys that actually have been on the roof all night have both been from CCR? What the heck is up with that?
Don't forget, Closed Circuit Racing is doing the Clean Race Award.
Well, they're not winning it, that's for sure.
No shit. Oh, never mind. This is not this is not a podcast.
We apologize for the comments left over there by our colleague Nick Adams. He's sorry for the word that he left there. Is it after? Oh, it's after 8 o'clock. You're all right.
Oh, good. No shit. There's nothing else I can say.
Oh, wait a
about
minute. That's only East Coast time.
Well,
We apologize to all those people in the Central and the West Coast time for the comment left by Nick Adams. He did not mean that was just a flub. He won't do it again. We promise.
yeah, I'll apologize like Howard Stern.
Fudge.
I'll apologize just like Howard Stern. Oh, I was about to pull in Carl Henderson. Carl is, he's gone.
He's gone. Oh, yeah. I'm sure he's gone. John Gordon is out in front of the field right now, in front of his... No, just kidding.
Oh, my God. Chris Piscini, if he's a teammate of ours. Chris, if you're watching, your meme game is strong, my friend. It's historic.
I wish I could see it.
I'll show it to you after.
All right.
Big jump
Green.
by Blake there.
Wow.
Carmody on the inside. The outside lane didn't go. Brandon Bernhardt's stacking up the outside. Blake Gordon out to the lead with 7 to go. I think he's going to fly away now.
Blake Gordon jumps out, and he's away. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 car lengths as Michael Stroll now has to battle with Sean Comedy in that number 40. The number 40 looking to try to get around Stroll. Stroll will slam the door shut and set his sights with only 6 laps remaining here at 5 Flag Speedway. Can Blake Gordon win this race tonight?
Oh, man. I'll tell you, had we not had all these cautions, it would have been nice to see what would have happened. But I think all these cautions have taken the ability
For Michael Stroll to do much of anything.
Take this away from him, out of his hands.
He has tried many times. Michael Stroll worked some strategy earlier, but that didn't pan out the way he wanted it to. As Blake Gordon, 3 laps remaining here at 5 Flag Speedway in the Endeavor Derby. Blake Gordon by 6 car lengths, and we got caution out. Oh, this could get interesting here.
What happened here? Let's see.
Looks like Cody had something going on there.
Cody Mitchell and Kevin Haas. I don't know why the caution came out.
And Cody Mitchell is actually telling them, listen, dude, I'm not blocking. I can't drive the car. It won't turn. Because Kevin Haas was like wondering why he didn't turn.
Well, I don't think. So we're watching it right now. That's not somebody not turning. That's somebody driving through somebody. And I'm gonna call you out in the broadcast for that 9 times out of 9.
Yeah.
I mean, this is not. This is you driving through somebody. I don't know what you're doing there, and then I don't know what you're doing there.
Not really sure, but
I'm not in the business of calling somebody out when they don't do something they shouldn't. But this is, what in the world are you doing there? And then what are you doing there? Just one more time here. Let's watch from Cody Mitchell's rearview bumper.
Cody Mitchell looking back at the number 3 of Kevin Haas. Haas definitely has some damage on his car already as well.
Yeah, the camera zoomed in more than it actually should be. He's not under him at all.
He's not giving him 2 tires deep. Trust me.
Hey,
He's only giving him just a tip.
Let's
but
look
it's a big tip.
Let's look. Is there a better camera angle? There is, right here, maybe this one. He's not under him. He doesn't have the space at the corner, and
Cody did, in all fairness, did drive down in front of Kevin, but then Kevin didn't let him go.
yeah, I don't know. I don't know what that one was. I really don't. I don't know what that was.
Yeah, well, it wasn't a racing deal, that's for sure.
No. Cody got caught in something that was none of his creation.
Well, no, if you look at it, he did drive down on him.
Well, I mean, he turned into the corner, but the car behind him wasn't under him. That's what I'm
No,
saying.
no. The car definitely behind
From
him
what
was.
you heard, it sounds like the car that hit him sounded like thought he was under him. That
Yeah.
was not
No,
the case.
No, he wasn't. All right, so caution for the last time here at Five Flags Speedway, the Endeavor Derby.
Is this
Derby,
the
we like to.
only green-white checkered? It is.
I believe so. The lights are out on top of the pace truck. Blake Gordon has one time to make it around the track in front of Michael Stroll. Michael Stroll has one shot at trying to get around Blake Gordon. Blake Gordon gets on the gas really quick there. He jumps out to a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 car length lead. And here comes Comedy down to the inside once again, trying to make his way up there, trying to steal second away from that number 38 of Stroll. Stroll driving that outside lane as Gordon is going, go ahead, guys. Race all you want. I'm going to win $150. You guys keep that going on. Here comes Blake Gordon down to the bottom of the track for the last time off the last turn. Blake Gordon is going to win in the Endeavors Derby. He almost went around winning.
Blake
Holy
Gordon comes home with the win in the first ever Endeavor Snowball Derby. And what a win by Blake. What a drive by Michael Stroll.
Wow, he almost went around. Did you see
hard,
that?
Though, I know how hard this loss is for Michael. I mean, I know there was a lot of emotion behind him getting this win tonight, and how hard it is for him to not get that.
Yeah, no doubt about that. But he ran a hell of a race, that's for sure. All these guys ran a hell of a race. 300 laps is a long ways to run.
Well, Blake burns it down. We're going to go ahead and tell you let's see. The winner of the Done Right Construction Hard Charger Award, the number 16 of Ed Springer, made up 16 spots from the beginning of the race. So not only did Ed win the raffle, Ed won the Hard Charger Award tonight as well.
Wow. So Ed's got some pretty good coin in his pocket right now.
Ed made some good money tonight.
Yeah.
But let's go ahead and bring up second place driver, Michael Stroll. Michael, it's Nick and Randy up in the booth. You got a copy, sir?
Yeah, back to you guys again. So,
Well, you know, for the third time tonight we talked to you. You're not in the same spot you were in the first two times we talked to you. It's a shame. We were really rooting for you. I know this is a hard one to swallow, but how did it go out there tonight?
it was fun. I think everyone wanted to see a lot less yellows. I played pit strategy cat and mouse with Blake, and I feel like if I could have beat him off pit road at the 200 break, I'd have been in good shape. But I think he just got in his box better than I did. I was really trying to, time the restarts there because it was my only shot, and I got it on one time. I had a nose, but I couldn't complete anything because of all the cautions out back for whatever reason was going on back there. It's unfortunate. But we'll take second. I'm used to second, as you guys know from Fuel. I'm sure my buddy is gonna be proud that I gave this run, and I at least put the car up front for at least 100 laps or so. Great event. I had fun, and that's all I got to say.
And congratulations on a heck of a run, my friend. And second sucks, but it's not bad, though. You did run really well.
It sucks. I'm used to it. Would have loved to have gotten the win, obviously, but I think my purpose was served here tonight with everything that's going on, and I did it justice. That's all that matters to me.
Absolutely, I would agree with you that.
Well, Michael, it was a fantastic talking to you. It was fantastic being partners with you here between GFM and Fuel this last year, and maybe we'll be talking to you again here in the future. Do you, if you plan on continue running with us in the AOLL?
Yeah, we'll see how it shakes out. Got a lot of things going on in life. Fuel is a full plate in itself, and got a couple other things going on. We'll see. I probably won't run full time. I'll make it out, here and there, and come have some fun with you guys, because I won't forget, the relationship that we built. Things
Good.
are the way they are, so it's all good. I love you guys.
Good.
Well, Michael,
we enjoy having you.
appreciate you, and have a happy holidays and a happy new year to your family, and we'll talk down the road.
Yeah, we will, guys. Take care.
And that was Michael Stroll, and now, I don't know, I don't even call this a win. I feel like this is a freaking Ponzi scheme just for us to pay Blake Gordon money. He'll come out here to the Endeavor Derby, and then Blake Gordon comes out here and wins. What is this? What is this?
Man,
This is like when Pennzoil sponsors a race, Joey Logano wins. It's like, could you tell us it was fixed anymore?
or all those years where Jimmy won at Lowe's Motor Speedway
what
at
is
Charlotte.
this?
Yeah,
It's fixed.
tell you what though, Michael made me earn that one. That was not easy at all.
So how was the grip.exe hack? Did that help you at the end?
No, I was. I thought I was in my own head there. I felt like I was pretty tight. I don't know if that damage on one of the restarts affected me at all, but Michael was really rolling the center of the corner really well, and I'm like, great, he's gonna get to me. He's gonna get to the bottom, and I don't know what's gonna happen, but yeah, I feel like I won this race on a pit stop. Somehow he had a slower stop, and I came off in front of him, and that's really all it took. So again, to Michael, that was amazing racing with him all night. That was a lot of fun. Racing this thing tonight was more fun than any single league race I've done last year, just from a pure standpoint of the actual car. Like, this thing is it's such a blast to drive in. Like, I was sideways all freaking night. I'm sure you guys saw it. There's a couple times I thought I was going around, but this is a blast. Thanks to you guys for doing the broadcast, and just want to thank everyone for coming out tonight. Hope everyone had fun.
Well, I can
Hey,
tell
Blake.
you it was 3 hours of absolute fun for our viewers.
Yeah, I mean, the first 150, 175 laps, we had some pretty good green flag runs in there.
It
I was pretty
caution-free. It was nice and quick. I thought we were going to be out of here before 8:30.
yeah, it was really rolling along, and then late in the race, that's kind of how stuff goes, so definitely wish we could have gotten some green flag laps. I know there were some people kind of getting a little aggravated with the yellows. I know Michael is probably aggravated with them too, because if he had a green flag run, that would have been a better opportunity for him to try to work and get around me. But I knew what I had to do to try to keep him behind me, but we just never had a long enough run in there at the end to see it happen. So
Hey, Blake, I was going to ask you a question. Do you think that you actually won that race off of pit road?
I do. I mean, I think if he had come off pit road in front of me, and then we had gotten back through the field and we cycled through 1 and 2, I don't think I could have passed him on speed. I really don't, because earlier in the race, he pit in the first stage 30 laps before the competition caution. And then I was trying like hell to get around him for the halfway hero award, because I was like, that's some money right there. That's like the first chance to win something. And then I was driving my ass off trying to pass him. And I couldn't do it. And I had fresher tires, because we had like 30 green flag laps until the comp after that, and I still couldn't get it done. So coming off pit road, yeah, for sure, that was it. That was the move. I think he would have won it. It was really hard to pass the bottom. The guy on the outside could just pinch him and get a run off the top. And it was really hard to get yourself positioned on someone's outside to make a pass unless you were able to stick on their outside on a restart. It feels like the outside line here, almost like the banking falls off. So if you try to drive in deeper around them, there goes my engine. If you try to drive deep into the corner and get around them, you just kind of keep washing right up the track. So yeah, I don't know how I would have passed him if I came out behind him.
Well, awesome job getting out around him and winning the race tonight. Congratulations. You got
Thanks, man.
150 laps to your name now. What are you going to do? You buy your dad a new hat or something?
I don't know what I'm going to do with 150 laps. He said I'll have
You can just give it to me.
he did say I'm going to have 150 laps to my name, right?
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm going to do
You
with
know
it.
what, Blake? It's been a long night.
I know.
Come on, you guys. It's been a long night. If I have a voice tomorrow, I'll be surprised. I got to do a vlog from Universal.
Oh, man.
Blake, Randy's going to be sending you a doctor's bill in the mail.
Yeah,
I didn't-
I'm expecting it.
I didn't tell you before the race. We're not insured. So.
Oh,
But you got
Yeah.
$150 in your pocket now.
You know what's funny? Randy's doctor bill is gonna be $149.58.
No, yep.
So you'll have some pennies left, but that's sorry, unfortunately.
No, what are you gonna buy with that? You can buy your mom and dad a gift or something?
I don't know. It'll probably go
Maybe
to the
the wife?
Christmas present fund.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
It was a lot of fun. I hope we can do this again next year. Hope we can get another good turnout. Maybe do something over the summer or something like this because this is a lot of fun. I think the money races kind of add like a different element to it, and it'd be something that I feel like we could be down to do again if we can get more sponsors and supporters jumping on board. So thanks again to Brandon's parents trucking company, BNT Trucking, Blake Ziti, who actually sponsored 2 of the awards tonight with his streaming, Ziti Streaming, and then his company Done Right, and then. I know CCR sponsored an award. I sponsored the Right Time, Right Place award. So I just want to thank everyone who, Joe put in money for the purse. So just want to thank everyone for.
You want to know how much money you gave Ed Springer tonight?
How much?
I want you to feel good. So you gave him $90 for the raffle.
Wow, that's
then-
awesome.
And then you get $95 for the raffle.
Yeah,
sorry.
95.
And then you gave him another $25 for the Done Right.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he won
Yeah.
both of those.
Yeah,
he
he
won
won
the
2
raffle,
awards.
and then he got the Done Right Hard Charger Award. So
Nice.
Actually,
Who,
Palmetto actually got 2 of the awards because Dan Witt
Yeah,
got the
Ed-
$50.
Yeah, Dan won too. So I mean, everything went to Palmetto tonight. So
who got the? Oh, what's the other one?
the best paint scheme.
Well, no, I know who got best paint. There's another award that we're trying to figure out. The Right Place, Right Time. Who got that?
The Right Place, Right Time went to.
They go,
That was Braxton DeWeese.
Nice, cool. Well, congrats to those guys. We kind of wanted to have some like random
I had
awards in there, so that way.
No idea who got the CCR Clean Race Award because.
Well, I'm a little pissed off because I feel like it was whoever finished the highest, with, like the least incident points, right?
Yeah, I don't know.
I got a 4X when Michael jumped the restart and Will drove right up my ass. So I'm
Did-
kind of disappointed to lose it that way. But
Maybe
I
Michael
can't
got
complain.
A 0X. That'd be
yeah,
great.
yeah, I would.
Maybe, but
Michael
walking away
might
with the
got
win feels good. But yeah, we wanted to do a couple of random awards just to kind of help get people in because you can't win them unless you show up. So I guess we gave away 3 or 4 awards completely at random tonight. So
Yeah, awesome job, man. It was a lot of fun. What, Blake? What do you got? Or Nick? What?
I
What are
don't
you
know what's
laughing at
happening.
Blake for?
I'm not laughing at Blake. I'm gonna send Blake a photo really quick. You're good.
Oh.
You're good.
Oh boy.
Oh man, this is what happens, Blake. This is how professional your broadcast company is. Just want you to see that, okay? Just check that really quick. Want your live reaction on stream.
You
That's
wish.
For me
I
and-
can't see
that's
it.
for me
I
and
wish I could
Randy
see it.
Pepper.
I didn't
More-
see it.
It's more like a freaking Sahara Desert would be more appropriate. But anyway,
Oh man! All right. On that note, it's been
yeah. Well,
fantastic.
no one knows what we're talking about. It's a great thing.
We're gonna get canceled if anybody finds out. We're
Yeah, talk to everyone else. Talk to all the other guys who won money tonight because I got to start working on the payouts and get that all done. So,
All right. Well, Blake, thank you, sir, and you have a fantastic evening.
all right, thanks, guys.
Congratulations, Blake.
Thank
and
you.
have a great Christmas.
You too.
All right. Well, we were gonna pull up just one at a time, but why don't we just pull up the entire team that just cleaned out Endeavor Racing tonight with money? Dan and Ed, you got Nick and Randy in the booth. Got a copy?
What?
Well, so Dan, you won $50 before the race even began because Michael Stroll didn't want to take on the challenge from going from back to front to win the race. So you didn't have to do nothing. You won $50. Then Ed,
We pulled your name out of a hat.
yeah, we pulled your name
What?
out of the hat. Ed,
I call fix.
Ed,
Ed,
you
what are you
won-
talking about?
you won the
Big
Done
winner over
Right-
there.
You won the Done Right Construction Hard Charger Award. That was $25.
Cool.
And then you also won the optional $5 entry raffle. So you won $95 from that.
No way.
You did.
Wow.
So, I don't know what you guys are doing over at Palmetto Racing, but could you please just send all of your information to Ghostfire Media on how you guys are this lucky so that we can get that lucky and land the NBC contract next year?
Guys, after all the bad luck I had this season, I
Yeah.
deserve to have a night of good luck.
Wait, whose chair broke in the middle of a race? Was that Dan?
That
Hey
was
Dan,
Dan.
that $50 is for a new chair.
Thanks.
Wow, I can't believe that, man. That was, guys, I don't know what it was like to call, but that was one of the most fun races, and not because I didn't have any trouble, but I mean, it was just fun having some good, hard racing.
Well, you guys definitely had some hard racing out there. I mean, there was a lot of things to avoid during that race. I don't know how. I don't know. Dan got involved in a few of them. Actually, he had your luck there, Ed.
Yeah,
Oh,
you did.
It was crazy. Between the wall and other things.
What they said that you disappeared or something before that. We didn't see you disappear.
No,
Oh,
I didn't.
no.
I didn't disappear. I just climbed the wall.
He
Yeah,
was
you
right in
definitely
front
climbed the
of me.
wall.
He was right in front of me. 1 second, he's on all 4 tires. The next thing, he bumps the wall, and then he turns completely sideways, like he's driving the wall. And then I jerked it to the left, and I look in my rearview mirror, and he's back on all 4 tires behind me, still at speed. Didn't lose but 1 spot.
Yep. That was
Got-
awesome.
And did it twice.
Oh, okay. Michael Stroll.
You did it twice?
Yeah. Lap 70, lap 70, and then wherever Ed was when I did that one.
Wow, I didn't realize you had done it twice.
Oh yeah, yeah. My Joey Chitwood thrill show days.
A lot of people wouldn't realize who that is.
I just told
Yeah.
my wife that I won $120, and I think all of a sudden she likes online racing.
That's funny. That's
Mine's
really
sleeping. I ain't telling her nothing.
Well, mine usually just look in here and laugh at me, especially when I got VR.
All right. Well, yeah, gentlemen, I mean, it's fun out there tonight. You guys had a pretty decent night out there as a team anyway. I mean, you guys were up there battling. Dan, if you didn't spin yourself out, I think you probably had a top 5 car.
Yeah, I thought I actually had a top 5 car at the end there, and I had Brandon got a little loose, and I checked up
I
on
want
the last turn.
give Brandon a shout out because he and I had on all those restarts had just great battles, and I mean he just threw that thing into the corner, and I thought there is no way he can hold that thing down, and he did. I commended him in the race on what an awesome pass that was to take 5th.
There you go. That's what we're all about here on Ghost Fire Media is calling people out for the bad things they do and the good things they do. It's nice because there's not nearly as many good things because people tend to get overwhelmed in the moment and forget some racecraft. But there was a lot of good things that went on tonight. The first 200 laps were fantastic. You guys continued to show promise all night, and maybe these next-gen cars next year in the AOLL. I don't know so much about Ed because you're about a 15th place driver right around me. But Dan, you might be able to go up there and battle with Blake. That's a joke, Ed. Don't get offended.
No, that's true.
These next-gen cars, I might have an advantage because I've been running them over 8 for the last couple weeks.
Yeah, Randy's going to have an advantage. He's going to go from 23rd to 21st. Congratulations.
Exactly. I might have an advantage over a couple of guys. You never know.
All
The
right.
races I've been in them, they seem, I don't know, it seems like it's harder to have that just overly dominant car as it is in the
Yes.
current cars.
Absolutely.
It's kind of like it kind of levels the playing field a little.
Yep, that's what I think about it. That's the way we've seen it. Last week we ran a race, and Derek Schilling finished second. And you saw how well he did tonight.
Wow. It's just rude.
So,
All right.
I'm
Well,
just telling you, Derek doesn't usually have that great of luck.
wow.
But
All right.
man, in that car, he gone.
On that note, Ed, Dan, we're going to bid you adieu. We're going to get out of here in a minute, so you guys have a fantastic night.
Checks in the mail.
Blake
Yeah.
can get with you.
Yeah.
Hey, Ed, I'll meet you at the corner of 2nd and Elm Street.
Oh,
I'll be there just next to Tiny's Tire Shop, and I'll have you money for you. You
Oh,
just
they're
make sure
giving
you
us-
bring the goods, all right, man?
They're giving us Guitar Addict gift cards, right?
Oh,
Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
And Dan, that's why you
boy.
didn't. That's why you didn't finish any better because you didn't put Guitar Addict in the car tonight.
That car was a freshly painted car.
I need a red car.
Oh my God! All right, thanks, guys.
Thank
See
you
you guys.
guys. Appreciate you.
All right, that was Ed Springer and Dan Witt and Mr. Pepper. We have officially been here for 3 hours and 8 minutes. That's 2 hours and 8 minutes longer than I know how to live, so I'm going to go back to my hole. Me and Randy will be back with you on Wednesday, our sole broadcast of the week for the next couple of weeks. It's the last week in the Charu Dietcast Wednesday night series before we go on vacation for Christmas and New Year's, and then we'll be back in the new year on the 5th. But we'll see you Wednesday night at 8:45 p.m. right here in the Ghostfire Media Network for the Sim 500 Charu Diecast Sim 500. The Sim 500 Charu Diecast Xfinity Premiere Series. When we take on, hold on, I know this one. I know this one.
You do?
I do. I remember. I think it is December 8th. Edit. Michigan. We take on Michigan.
Ooh, that's
So
gonna
we'll
be
be
a
at
good race.
Michigan on Wednesday night. Don't forget to tune in 8:45 for the Charu Diecast Sim 500 Premier Xfinity Series, and we'll have all sorts of fun from Michigan. Once again, I'm Nick Adams. That's Randy Pepper. I said goodbye from the Bay State on Wednesday, but Randy got all upset, so we'll let him take us out.
That's right. You've been listening to the Ghostfire Network broadcast of the Endeavor Derby 300. I'd like to thank everybody for watching tonight, and I say to you, adieu, so long from the Sunshine State.
Thank you for watching iRacing on the Ghostfire Media Network.